David Sherwood. Zoe Vaughn. Parents Connie, Laura. Zoe's been in NCS for 4 years and in band for 4 as well. Also participating in Praise Band, Community Group Leading, National Honor Society, and Kids Kingdom. Would like to thank my parents for always being there for me and encouraging me in all that I do. I am blessed to have godly parents that keep me, grow with me, and support me. I love you both so much to infinity and beyond. Zoe Vaughn. Eric Villegas. Aaron Jamie, and Michelle Spiller, and John Spiller. Eric has been in NCS as a lifer and advanced for 7 years. He has also participated in wrestling, freshman sophomore year, and continuing his senior year. He would like to thank his parents for always loving and supporting me with every... I apologize for the many years of procrastination on assignments and maybe getting home a little later than I'm supposed to. I love you guys so much and thank you for being my biggest fan. Eric Villegas. Isaiah Wilding. Stephen Wilding. Isaiah's been in NCS for 11 years and in band for 5. I'd like to thank my parents for constantly setting the expectation for who I am supposed to be. They've never given up on helping me pursue my best self, and for that I am incredibly grateful. I hope that I have become and will continue to become someone they are proud of. Isaiah Wilding. And now for our cheer seniors. First have Ashley Beckner, Terry and Barry Beckner. Ashley has been in NCS for 10 years and in cheer for 6. Also participating in track, Kids Kingdom, Student Council, NCS Ambassadors, and Wildlife. I would like to thank my parents for always supporting me, sacrificing countless hours and a great amount of energy so that I can make memories that last a lifetime. Ashley Beckner. Amber Cameron. Parents Steve and Tammy Cameron. Amber's been in NCS for 4 years and in cheer for 4 years as well. Also participating in tennis, Community Group Leader, FCA, ASL Honor Society. I would like to thank my parents for all the love and support these last 4 years. Thank you also for encouraging me to do my best and have fun. I'm so thankful that God blessed me with such amazing parents. Love you guys. Amber Cameron. Caitlin Dees. Parents Mark and Carol Dees. Caitlin has been in NCS for 8 years and in cheer for 4. Also participating in competition cheer, tennis, community group leader, and chorale. I would like to thank my parents for supporting me and for always pointing me back to Christ. As I walk into this new season of my life, I hope you both know that I will never forget what you have taught me, and I am forever grateful for the sacrifice that you have made for me. I love you both, and I am so blessed to have you in my life. Caitlin D. Jocelyn Gillum. Parents, Gray and E.T. Gillum. Jocelyn has been in NCS for 4 years and in cheer for 4 as well. Also participating in competition cheer, golf, community group leader, and FCA. I would like to thank my parents for making these past 4 years possible. You have sacrificed so much for me to come here, participating in many activities, and most of all, my last memories. Thank you for always pushing me to do what's right and what glorifies God. Love you both. Jocelyn Gillum. Abby Fletcher. Parents John and Lindsay Fletcher. Abby's been in NCS for 11 years and in cheer for 6.
So you're good, huh? This thing gets a little just, you see how it's kind of leaning already? But you're good.
If it's leaning,
it's got spikes and all that, so I ain't going. See how it just kind of gets, yeah.
supporting everything that I do. Thank you for always being the first to be there to cheer me on and for being my biggest inspiration. I love you both. Happy
It's all
Mother's
off now, isn't it? It's not up.
Liz Tweedy, parents Deborah and Todd Tweedy. Liz has been in NCS for 12 years and in Cheer for 4. Also participating in National Honor Society, FCA, Kids Kingdom, Community Group Leader, Track, Wildlife, and as well as
Back on the like the center,
I would like to
them or whatever with the flag. That'd be cool.
me to be the best version of myself. Without your love, inspiration, and wisdom, I would not be the person I am today. You have supported me in every decision, decided me through them. Thank you for all the sacrifices you have made for me. I love you. Liz Tweedy.
There you go. That'll work.
We now have our cross-country seniors. First, we have Marie Divine Ahasi. Parents Hasawa and Dorothea.
Maybe 3?
Marie Divine has been in NCS for 4 years and in cross-country for 2. Also participating in basketball, track, and 2 years as a student ambassador.
Amy, I'll be out here.
I would like to thank my parents for all the sacrifices they've made for me to be here today. I know things don't come cheap, so thank you for your support and all that you do. Don't worry, Mom. I'll pay you back. Marie Divine Ahasi. Jonah Archer. Parents Monica and Eric Archer. Jonah has been at NCS for 4 years and in cross-country for 4 as well. Also participating in track and field, wrestling, and the school movie. I would like to thank my parents for always being there for me. They are always there at all my events cheering me on. They are the figures behind the scenes that get me here. Thank you, Mom and Dad. I love you. Jonah Archer. Diego Chavez. Parents Gabriel and Sandra Chavez. Diego has been in NCS for 9 years and in cross-country for 2. Also participating in soccer, Corral Kids, and Kingdom Kids as well. I would like to thank my parents for their non-stop support. They are always looking out for me and hold my best interests at heart. Whether it be cooking meals, scheduling doctor's appointments, or helping me figure out my future. Thank you for your love and guidance, Mom and Dad. Diego Chavez. Luke Ford. Parents Mark and Nikki Starry. Luke has been in NCS for 9 years and in cross-country for 7. He's also participated in chorale, worship band, musicals, school movies, field trip leader, track and field, and a community group leader. I would like to thank my parents for supporting every aspect of my life and passions, teaching me diligence and instructing me on how to use my talents to lead others and glorify God. Thank you for making me pasta before every race. Luke Ford. Luke Young. Parents Mark and Melissa Young. Luke has been in NCS for 14 years and in cross-country for 3. Also participating in track and field and e-sports. I would like to thank my parents for encouraging me and helping me grow in life and my relationship with God and being there when I need them. Luke Young. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it one more time for all our seniors.
That'd be handy until you're not looking back.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again to Northwest Christian High School on this Veterans Day night and of our city football action. Tonight's game features the Demons of Greenway School and your Northwest Christian Crusaders. Now would you all please rise for a word of prayer and remain Let us bow our heads to God. Our dear good and gracious Heavenly Father, we thank you that we gather here in freedom and liberty. Give me yours, Father. We thank you for this beautiful evening. God, on this day especially, we lift up to you and thank you for all the veterans in this great country. We thank you for their sacrifice and their duty and their service to this country. And dear Heavenly Father, we also thank you for the gospel message. That you save people, you save sinners by grace through faith in the name of your Son, Jesus Christ. Help us to live honorable lives in worthy service of Him. And Father, we thank you for this football game here tonight. Bless these players, Father. May they all play to the best of their abilities, and may you keep this game free from injury. And may all of us help, Father, the people in the stands, parents, spectators, God, may we do all things to the honor and glory of your holy name. Amen.
Attend high. Go!
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Northwest Christian High School here in Phoenix, Arizona. Another edition of Epic TNF 2021 on the air. My name is James Poovey alongside my partner Ed Cole this evening. Ed, a good one here in the 4A division. The Demons from Greenway High School come a little ways across town over here to battle the Crusaders under Coach Dave Ennis for Northwest Christian.
And James, it's always great to have section football in November. These two teams are both 1-2, so they're both in search of their second victory of the season inside their section. And, of course, it's senior night here at Northwest Christian, so they had all the festivities that we had here on the Epic Sports Network. So it's a special evening, not just because it's senior night, but also it's Veterans Day.
It is Veterans Day. And, first of all, a happy Veterans Day to you, my friend. Thank you for your service. Ed, a former Marine Corps member, one of our other guys, Mr. Greg Jones, not with us this evening, also a member of the United States Marine Corps. Happy Veterans Day to all our veterans. We thank you for your service, and you are the reason we are able to do what we're doing here tonight. Have a great time. Talk about some high school football and watch some athletes get after it here.
Absolutely. It is all about what my brothers and sisters and what I was able to do to make sure that this country is free, the freedoms that we enjoy. It wouldn't be possible if it were not for my brothers and sisters. So my love goes and my heart goes out to all of you that served, all of you that lost your lives, that sacrificed your lives for this country. I love you guys. God bless you. I know you're in heaven smiling down upon us. And on that note, let's talk about some football.
Exactly right. Coach Dave Ennis going into his 12th season here at the helm for Northwest Christian Crusaders. He started in 2010. He's had a number of playmakers here over the years. One of those guys, I talked with one of the fans here this evening. His name was Casey Yan. Mm-hmm. He was one of the all-time leading rushers here in the state of Arizona. He's had him and a number of other players come through the program here at Northwest. They are always a formidable opponent. They started out in the 2A division way back when I was coaching back 11 years ago, Ed. They stepped up to 3A, and now they're in the 4A division, and they just keep winning football games.
That is awesome. Of course, this season is not going the way they went at 3-7, but you know what? It is what it is. They're going to continue to fight and battle. We know Coach Ennis's teams are always going to be strong and fight, James, and they're going to fight tonight against Greenway. You know, Greenway's coming in at 5-3. They're looking to get win number 6, and Northwest Christian is going to do everything that they can to make sure that does not happen.
Yes, they are. It's going to be a great one here tonight. Greenway, as you mentioned, coming in with a record of 5-3, so they are ready for a battle here tonight. This could be the last game of the season for both these football teams, so you want to lay it all out on the line here tonight and have one last good time with your brothers out on the field.
Of course, and it's Thursday night football. I mean, what could be better?
What could be better, indeed? We're going to step aside and take a short break. We'll come right back here on the Epic Sports Network for kickoff between the Northwest Christian Crusaders and the Greenway Demons. We're so glad you joined us here this evening. We'll be right back here to Northwest Christian High School in Phoenix right after this. Stay with us.
What up, Pit Boss Nation? I am Patrick Peterson. I am a father of 2. I am married, played professional football, very fun, outgoing guy. My daughter loved for me to cook ribs and steak. Me, honestly, I like the vertical because I'm able to put more things in there. I can get some ribs in there, I can get a pork butt in there, I can get some chicken in there. You know, I love everything about my vertical, man. How you can just adjust the temperature at ease, how the pellet is easy. Just a very, very cool grill.
Taylor's Pools. You can trust Taylor to take great care of your pool and ensure your complete satisfaction. From weekly cleanings to one-time cleanings, from pool draining to pool refilling, he does it all. Green to clear transformations, repairs, and new equipment installations. Trust your pool to Taylor's Pools. Call 623-200-2788. That's 623-200-2788. Taylor's Pools, a proud partner of Thursday Night Football.
Attention business owners.
Want to expand your reach and boost your bottom line? Then partner with the Epic Sports Network. Want to connect with thousands of parents, coaches, and fans who enjoy high school athletics every day? Then partner with the Epic Sports Network. Email us at partners@epicsports.network and let's get going.
It's gonna be epic.
Welcome back to Northwest Christian High School here in Phoenix, Arizona. It's the Greenway Demons getting ready to square off against the Northwest Christian Crusaders. So glad you joined us here this evening on the Epic Sports Network. Thursday Night Football on the air. One last time here in the regular season, Ed, there is a possible, you could call it, postseason game that we could be covering. Stay tuned for that. More information to come over the weekend. But we got a good one here tonight in the 4A division. We're going to have a great time watching the Demons and the Crusaders do battle here on the field tonight.
Of course, just judging by what we've seen in the pregame, both of these teams are hyped up. They are ready for primetime action. Let's see what primetime players show up for the Demons and the Crusaders.
We are so glad you joined us here on the Epic Sports Network tonight. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. We're going to be doing a lot of fun things coming up, especially in the realm of high school football in the first part of 2022. So you're going to want to make sure and hit that subscribe button so you're notified whenever we go live. We're about to go really live here at Northwest Christian High School. Back deep to receive for the Crusaders. It'll be number 13, Thruston. Kyler Thruston, a 5'9", 150-pound sophomore. And Ed, he can make it happen. 32 receptions on the year, 503 yards, along with 6 touchdowns. The purple smoke is in the air. The ball's fielded on the far side, and they're running it up the far sideline. 50, 40, and finally forced out of bounds at what looks to be the 45-yard line. So a great return there for the Northwest Christian Crusaders. Gunnar Penscover on the return for the Crusaders, and that is how you want to start the football game, especially if you're on offense.
Oh, absolutely. We talk about it all the time about the importance of special teams, being able to flip the field, get you in really good field position, and Penscover did a great job getting his guys, getting his offense in really great field position as they get ready to start this thing on offense. Let's see what they can do. Can they take advantage of what Penscover was able to do on special teams?
1st and 10 now for the Crusaders from the Greenway 45-yard line. Number 7 at the helm, it's Ashton Camp, the 6', 170-pound junior, in at quarterback tonight for Coach Dave Ennis and the Crusaders. Shotgun snap, they give it, coming near side with it, with a nice head of steam, crossing the original line of scrimmage and finally forced out of bounds. That's number 20 on the carry, Grant Gibson. He's forced out there by Greenway's number 12, Kevin Johansson.
Johansson, and also number 20, Matthew Lojano. He's a senior for the Demons. He was also there to make that play. Great way of them rushing the running back, number 20, Grant Gibson, to the sidelines, not letting him, making him go east-west, not north-south.
Ball is incomplete. The intended target that time was number 13, Kyler Thruston. And once again, a nicely thrown ball there, but it just falls incomplete. That will bring up 3rd down and 7 now for the Crusaders.
Great coverage again by number 20, Luano, on that coverage back there. He just stayed back there with the wide receiver, making sure that ball was incomplete. Great coverage, great job of him going stride for stride with the wide receiver and forcing the incompletion.
Third down and 7 now for Northwest. Possession play right here for the Crusaders. Camp in the shotgun. He looks to throw. Surveys the field. Fires near side. It's pulled off the turf. Number 13 on the reception. He's forced out of bounds right at the line to gain. That's going to be close to the first down, Ed. We'll see where they spot the football. But a nice reception there for Kyler Thruston. This guy is into the ballgame tonight for Northwest.
Oh, absolutely. Camp was getting pressured by number 2, Nathaniel Tupou, and he was able to get that ball off, avoid that pressure, and get the ball to Thruston. It was a little bit lower than where Thruston would have liked it to. Of course, that pressure had something to do with it, but still for number 13 to catch that ball, great job.
So they did indeed pick up the first down. 1st and 10 Crusaders now from the Greenway 35-yard line. They hand it off, going far side and knifing through on defense. Number 11 comes through. Adhan Murphy, the middle linebacker, 6 foot, 208-pound senior, and he stones the ball carrier.
70 tackles on the season, make that 71 and 5 TFLs. That's what Murphy does at that middle linebacker spot. He specializes in making plays like that, JP.
That was unbelievable right there. Great job on defense. Knifing through there and making the stop for Greenway. You see number 11 right there on defense for the Demons. Back to live action now. He goes far side. He's got a man. It's nearly hauled in. Number 1, the intended target, Penscover. But back there in coverage for Greenway, doing a great job, is Joseph Cordero, the senior.
Like what I'm seeing so far from the cornerbacks, this secondary for the Demons, they're back there, they're active, they are aggressive, they're staying right with these wide receivers for the Crusaders, and they're forcing incompletions, making it hard for Ashton Camp to get anything going offensively. I like what I'm seeing so far defensively for Greenway.
That one just incomplete. You see the coverage right there applied by number 21 for Greenway. Back to live action here. Number 7, Ashton Camp in that quarterback. He rolls to his right. Pressure comes. He fires down the near sideline and just throws that one away. Incomplete. And that'll bring up a 4th down and 12 now for the Crusaders.
Number 34, the defensive end, Jaden Arona, getting that pressure on Ashton Camp, again forcing him out to his right side. So when Camp rolls out, number 34 rolls with him, and he forces that incompletion, not making it any easier for him to get out there and try to make a completion to his wide receivers. The pressure for the Demons worked so far. It's working really well so far for them.
So on 4th and 12 right here, it looks like the Crusaders are going to go for it. 2-by-2 on the outside now for the quarterback, Ashton Camp. The lone setback is number 20, Grant Gibson. Shotgun snap, he looks to throw. Surveys the field. He fires into the near corner, and too much air underneath that football. The intended target, number 2, Grant McWilliams, and once again, outstanding coverage right there provided by the Greenway Demons.
Absolutely. I like what I've seen so far from the Demons. This defense is coming out to play tonight, JP. Number 20, again, Matthew Luano staying stride for stride with McWilliams as we look right there. He's right there with him. Just a little bit far, a little bit past where number 2 McWilliams was able to catch that ball, but again, number 20 just staying with him. Great defense.
Outstanding job there by Greenway. They take over on downs now. 1st and 10 Demons from their own 37. Back to the air with it now is Greenway. And into the breadbasket for the first down and a sizable gain for Greenway right out of the gate. Corbin Lizarraga, the senior wide receiver from Devon Felix. What a throw right there.
Yeah.
How about it?
Oh, my gosh. Let's get that on the replay. But Felix just stood back there. His offensive line gave him time to make that throw. He launched that ball into the night. And number 6 was able to bring that down. Lizarraga, great throw and catch and setting them up in really great field position. Well inside the red zone.
Now we have penalty flags flying. A procedure penalty, false start is the call. So that'll back the Greenway Demons up just a few yards. 9:51 remaining here in our first quarter. So glad you joined us here this evening on the Epic Sports Network. James Poovey coming to you alongside my partner Ed Cole this evening. Number 1, Devin Felix, 45 of 94 on the season, 504 yards passing, 4 touchdowns, and 4 interceptions. From the shotgun, he gives it to the up back. He plunges straight ahead and picks up about 2 yards on the carry. It's Ivan Andrade. And Andrade, 338 yards on the season, averaging 3.7 yards a tote for the senior.
Yeah, Andrade, a major factor for Greenway's offense. Also, do not discount Felix. He's run the ball 57 times for almost 300 yards and 3 touchdowns. So number 1 could also call his own number, James.
Number 1 now once again in the shotgun. Hands it off. They try to go off left guard. And a host of Northwest Christian defenders right there in the area. Leading the charge, number 75, Walker Wisely. And that was a nice stop right there by Wisely.
Wisely, also number 55, Zach Johnson, the linebacker, 6 foot, 195-pounder.
Great stop right there. Tried to go off left guard that time and knifing in there for the stop. Doing a great job there for the Crusaders. Back to live action here once again. They roll out to the right on 3rd and 9. It's into the breadbasket for the touchdown. A missile fired on the far side there by Greenway's number 1, Devin Felix. And right into Davari Wade. Touchdown, Demons. Let's take one more look at that one right here.
James, catch number 13 for Davari Wade for the touchdown, his 2nd touchdown of the season. As Felix gets the snap, he rolls out to his right. Number 3, Andrade is giving him some blockers. He finds his wide receiver right there in the back of the end zone. Great throw. And for a way to get him to get the ball to his wide receiver with all of that pressure and all of those guys in the secondary blocking and trying to make stops, great job by Felix completing that pass to Wade.
On for the PAT now for Greenway, number 16, Matthew Johansson, the sophomore. He puts it up and in, and our score, with 8:48 remaining here in our first quarter, the Greenway Demons strike first on the road here against the Northwest Christian Crusaders. They lead this one by the score of 7-0. We'll step aside, take a short timeout, come right back here on the Epic Sports Network for more Thursday Night Football. Stay with us.
What up, Pit Boss Nation? I am Patrick Peterson. I am a father of 2. I am married, play professional football, very fun, outgoing guy. My daughter loved for me to cook ribs and steak. Me, honestly, I like the vertical because I'm able to put more things in there. I can get some ribs in there, I can get a pork butt in there, I can get some chicken in there. You know, I love everything about my vertical, man. How you can just adjust the temperature at ease, how the pellet is easy. Just a very, very cool grill.
The Demons on top of the Crusaders as we return to Northwest Christian High School here in Phoenix. Thursday Night Football on the air on the Epic Sports Network. Once again now, number 1 nearly out the gate on the far side there for Northwest Christian. That is Gunnar Penscover. He is flung out of bounds there by number 23, Jake Weber, the junior outside linebacker, making a nice special teams play right there for the Demons.
Absolutely. That's what you need to do on special teams. You got to make those stops and let the other team know that you are here and you're ready to play for some Thursday Night Football. And judging by the looks of what we see from these young men, James, they're both ready to play on both sides of the football.
They are ready, my friend. It is senior night. You got one more chance to get out here with your guys and smash a few heads. I would take full advantage of that. 1st and 10 now for the Crusaders. Movement up front as penalty flags fly. Offsides is the initial call. 5-yard penalty assessed to the Greenway Demons. That'll bring up 1st down and 5 now for Northwest Christian. Stay with us, folks. We'll be voting for tonight's Pit Boss Grill's game MVP during the first part of our 4th quarter. We'll have a representative from each team, 2 from Northwest and 2 for the Greenway Demons. So regardless of tonight's score or the outcome of the ball game, you can still vote for the fan-voted game MVP. 1st and 5 now for the Crusaders from the 44. Swing pass, it's complete. coming near side with it, running through defenders near the American flag on the middle of the field. Kyler Thruston, this guy is playing some football. The 5'9 sophomore with a nice head of steam there, and he picks up what looks to be a first down for Northwest.
Yeah, just simple swing pass from Ashton Camp to Kyler Thruston out there on the right side, and Thruston does the rest, getting some yards and keeping the chains moving, James.
1st and 10 now for the Crusaders from their own 49-yard line. Alex Jeffries and Grant Gibson in the backfield, along with Ashton Camp. He drops back, surveys the field. He's flushed out of the pocket, and he throws it into the turf. The pressure was coming that time, applied by Greenway's number 11, Adhan Murphy. Number 52, also in the vicinity, that's Oshana Keogh. That was great team defense right there by the Greenway Demons.
So you can see what the MO for the Demons, the Demons defense is. It is that pressure you talk about, James. Number 11 and number 52 getting back there in the backfield and making things tough for Ashton Camp to get the ball to his receivers and all of his skill players.
Trips right now for Ashton Camp. One receiver at the top at the numbers, that's Marshall Gillette. Camp gets the call from the sideline. And the Crusaders now will work from their own 49 on 2nd and 10. He drops back. Nice protection up front. He fires. He's got a man, but too much air under the football. The intended target, Alex Jeffries and Kevin Johansson, lurking out there at the free strong safety position for the Greenway Demons.
Perfect call, James. It's just, as you mentioned, Camp had time. His pocket was strong around him, but he just put too much air, just a little bit too high for Alex Jeffries to make that catch. See the throw right there, just too high for Jeffries, for number 18 to pull in.
Jeffries looking for the flag right there, but to no avail. 3rd down possession play upcoming here for Northwest Christian. 2-by-2 on the outside here for Ashton Camp. He works from the shotgun, pressure up the A-gap. Elevating, high-pointing the football, and coming down with it is number 13, Kyler Thruston. What a play right there for Thruston, the 5'9 sophomore in double coverage right there, Ed, able to climb the ladder and pull that one out of the night sky.
How Camp was able to avoid this pressure that Murphy, you're going to see it right here. Murphy's going to come, as you mentioned, right up that A-gap. Here he comes. There he is. You see him? He gets right past the center. He gets that pressure, but Camp was able to get that ball over him and make that completion. Fantastic play by number 7.
Unbelievable job right there. And how about number 13, the athleticism on display here tonight for Thruston. 1st and 10 Crusaders, trouble with the snap from the shotgun. He fires far side, pushes the defender down, and he's into the end zone for the touchdown. Number 2 on the reception, Grant McWilliams. And how about that play right there, Ed? Unbelievable job. The quarterback went to the air, and the receiver went and got the football.
Yeah, here's the replay. We'll see how this happens, how Camp completes that pass to McWilliams. Did he? There's a little bit of a push-off right there. Pushed off on number 21, Cordero. I'm sure Joseph Cordero's like, he's looking at the ref like, dude, are you not going to call this? Are you not going to call this push-off, this pass interference?
You know, there's an old saying, Ed, I'd rather be lucky than good any day of the week. And that might be the situation right there. The PAT is up and good. Our score with 7:10 remaining here in our first quarter. The Northwest Christian Crusaders now tie it up. 7 apiece. We'll step aside, take a short timeout, come right back for more Thursday Night Football here on the Epic Sports Network. Stay with us.
I'm Marty Smith, and I'm a host and reporter for ESPN. When this opportunity came my way to become a member of Pit Boss Nation, I just started laughing, honestly. I started laughing because I was like, first of all, it fits right in my wheelhouse, but second, it's another way to build community. So I'm ready to crank that thing up.
Folks, welcome back to Northwest Christian School. Greenway and Northwest Christian tied up at 7 apiece. 7:10 left in the first quarter. Ed Cole here with the voice of Thursday Night Football, James Poovey on the Epic Sports Broadcast Network. James, back to you, buddy.
Greenway takes the ball and crosses the 40-yard line with a nice return once again for the Demons. Number 13, Elvis Auxier, the senior wide receiver on the return right there for the Greenway Demons. And I tell you right now, Ed, it's a call and respond game here so far in this first quarter.
Oh, yes. So now we want to see what the Demon Deacons – with the Demon Deacons. Why am I thinking
I
about –
wonder how long it was going to take me to say that tonight.
why am I thinking about Wake Forest? The Greenway Demons to go ahead and respond to that.
You can't help it when you hear about the Demons, right?
Yeah.
Now the Demons working from their own 41-yard line. 2-by-1 on the outside now for the quarterback, Devin Felix. And how about Felix back there? He is an imposing figure. We have no height and weight on that gentleman, but he is every bit of 6'1", maybe 6'2", standing out there. Wouldn't you say, Ed?
I would think so. Yeah, he really is an imposing. He's a good-looking kid out there, number one, at that quarterback position.
And we got a little color rush on tonight for the Northwest Christian Crusaders. They're clad in their all-purple. Greenway comes out in the black pants, white jerseys, and white hats. They give it to the up back and a full head of steam. He's met there by the Northwest Christian defense at the 50, and then his offensive linemen come up and push him across the line to gain. What a power running play right there for Greenway. Unbelievable job. Let's look at the power on display right here for the Demons.
It really is about that rush, that offensive line rush, allowing Andre to get those yards. He ran straight up the A-gap, and thankfully his center, his left guard, and his right guard, of course, everybody that makes that A-gap possible for him to get through, they made it happen for him.
Shotgun snap once again. Number 3 gets the call. That is indeed Ivan Andrade. 92 carries for 338 yards on the season. And this guy also plays a little wide out as well for Greenway. 3rd and 7 upcoming here for the Demons. Make that 2nd and 7. 6:07 counting here in our first quarter. Complete on the far side, past the line to gain. A great reception on the play by Greenway's number 4, Davari Wade, the 6-foot, 140-pound sophomore. A nice grab right there for Wade.
Yeah, very nice grab. Seeing him pick up from where he left off just the last series when he caught that touchdown pass from Felix. So Davari Wade also getting more involved as well, as Felix knows he's got a talent right there. He's got to get the ball to number 4. He's got to feed his beast.
1st down and 10 now for Greenway. They pick up the 1st down. 6 minutes to play here in our first quarter. They hand it off to number 3, and he is met almost immediately there by a host of Crusaders defenders, led by number 6, Marshall Gillette, among others, and Andrade, tough sledding on that run right there, Ed.
Yeah, you mentioned Gillette. Number 55, Zach Johnson. 58, Nathan Metzger. He's a defensive lineman, 6'4", 200-pounder. He's a senior, number 58, so he's in there on there. It is all about that gang tackling. You get 3 or 4 guys to bring down a talented running back, the likes of Andre. You've got to be able to flood that zone wherever he is and throw bodies at him.
2nd and 9 now after the 1-yard gain from Andrade. Shotgun snap, pressure comes. The right play call on right there, and Andrade has blockers as he crosses the 30-yard line. Finally brought down to the turf by number 75, Walker Wisely. And that right there was a nice tote once again for number 3, Andrade.
Give props to his offensive line, 55, Monty White, and number 68, Zach Bauer, getting out there in front. Once Felix gets that completion right there to Andrade, right there, as you mentioned, right out there in the flat. Look at his big fellas blocking for him, and he finds the yards once his offensive line makes the hole for him, and he gets it done.
Now they come backside with it. They hand it off, and right there at the 25-yard line, number 16, Matthew Johansson, is met by the Crusaders defense. And I believe that was number 20 on the hunt right there for Northwest Christian, Grant Gibson.
Johansson really strong in this offense. 20 catches for almost 400 yards and 6 touchdowns coming to this game. So to see Felix hand the ball off to him, he shows the skills that he has within this offense, Johansson does.
1st down and 10 now for the Demons. From the 26. Make that the 21, excuse me. He fakes the give to Andrade, tries to go off right tackle, and he picks up a few positive yards there before he is slung to the turf by number 18 for Northwest Christian. That is Alex Jeffries, but a nice effort there from the quarterback.
It was, and if you're talking about the Crusaders defense, you have to play Andrade. You have to respect his running, and then Felix, you have to respect his running as well. So really great misdirection there by Felix, trying to hand the ball off to number 3, trying to fool the defense, but the defense was not having it.
They weren't having any of that. Second and long now for the Demons. On the far side, they swing it out, and coming up with a beautiful job, making a great open field tackle right there, is number 13 for Northwest Christian, Kyler Thruston, excuse me. And we'll take one more look at that fantastic open field tackle right here.
Plays like that will get you some nominations for that Pit Boss Grills Game MVP, will it not, James?
It will indeed. An outstanding job diagnosing that play, staying home, and then buzzing the feet and making a fantastic open field tackle there for the Crusaders.
Read it perfectly.
3rd and 6, possession play right here for Greenway. From the shotgun. Play fake. Fires that out into the flat. It's complete. On the run, crossing the 5-yard line, and finally forced out of bounds just before the goal line by number 18, Alex Jeffries, and that was number 16, Matthew Johansson, on the reception there for Greenway. A great play.
You see how Felix is trying to stretch this defense out. He knows he's got players that can stretch a defense out, so why not work to the best of the skills that you have as far as your wide receivers and running backs? Let them stretch the defense out. Let them work the defense and make the defense work overtime to try to stop them.
So now it's going to be 1st and goal now for Greenway from the 1. Andrade is blasted right there as he tries to get closer to the goal line. A nice stop on the play by number 13 for Northwest Christian, Kyler Thruston. What a job there for the Crusaders defense. One more look at that play right here.
Yeah, number 13 just knifes through that offensive line and makes that stop right there. Number 13 is all over the place. Thruston offensively, especially defensively right here on the drive. Just watch him just get right through that areas. Bam. Just brings down number 3. Great awareness, great athletic ability to get to the football, get to the running back, and bring him down.
Textbook open field tackling right there. 2nd and goal here for the Demons. He's going to call his own number, and once again, it is number 13 on the prowl for Northwest Christian. I think we've said his name a couple hundred times possibly already tonight, Ed. Kyler Thruston, this guy is playing some tackle football here this evening.
Yes, he is. Man, I'm impressed by what I'm seeing from 13. And we're not even through the first quarter, James.
It's unbelievable. Watch the stop right here. You see number 1, Devin Felix, directing traffic right there for the Greenway Demons. And the defensive prowess right there, the tackling drills are at a premium this week for Northwest. 3rd and goal here for the Demons. They hand it off to Andrade. He plunges his way near the goal line, and they say he's short of the touchdown. We've got to get one more look at that right here, Ed, because that was a bang-bang play. It looked from the angle up here that he might have gotten himself in, but the AIA officiating crew says he's just short of the goal line.
Yeah, that is tough. Let's see what Andrade, Felix hands it off to him. He tries to go through the middle, tries to cut to the left, and I think he is short. Number 18 was in there on that tackle, Alex Jeffries, the linebacker, 6'1", 200-pounder. Great job, number 18, to bring down number 3.
Now we've got the stands rumbling here at Northwest Christian High School. 4th and goal for the Demons. They're going to go for it, and we have a timeout on the field called by Greenway. 43 seconds remaining here in our first quarter. We'll step aside, take a short timeout, and come right back here to Northwest Christian High School right after this. Stay with us.
Homegate with Pit Boss. Or don't homegate with Pit Boss. Go long. Long cooks, that is. Or just, you know, don't fumble the barbecue. Homegate with Pit Boss. pitboss-grills.com.
Welcome back to Northwest Christian High School here in Phoenix. Thursday Night Football on the air here on the Epic Sports Network. James Poovey coming to you alongside my partner, Mr. Ed Cole. Joey Mosquero doing a fantastic job on the video and pictures for you this evening, as always. A big 4th and goal upcoming here for Greenway. Looks like they might go a little bit of wildcat right here, Ed. They got Adhan Murphy in there. Murphy's going to call his own number, plunges ahead, and he is into the end zone for the touchdown. Penalty flags fly. Adon Murphy for the Greenway Demons. Let's get one more look at it here as they sort out the laundry on the field.
Just straight up the middle. Murphy saw that A-gap. He saw the strength of what his offensive line can do for him. He's seen what's happened so far with his offensive line, and he just runs right up the middle. As he gets the snap right here, Murphy gets it. Sees that hole right there, just takes it right up the middle. His offensive line just creates. They just part the C's and lets the number 11 get into the end zone for the TD.
So now the Demons will elect to kick the field goal. Number 16, Matthew Johansson, on for the try, the sophomore. The penalty flag is assessed to Greenway. Unsportsmanlike conduct is the call, so it'll be assessed on the kickoff. The touchdown is good, and so now once again we'll have number 16, Matthew Johansson, out there to kick it away, kick the the field goal for Greenway. It's been a long day, Ed. If you can't tell. Oh, and then that one is blocked. That one is blocked by the Northwest Christian Special Teams unit. What a fantastic job right there of knifing through and blocking that kick. Grant Gibson, the running back, getting in there and making his presence felt on special teams. Let's take another look.
Let's see how important that will be as we go on to this game, JP. That extra point, that one point could turn out to be critical in a game like this. Number 20, he just comes right off the edge, just dives and sacrifices his body and makes that block. Nobody accounted for him coming off the edge. Number 20, one of the easiest blocks he's ever going to make from a special team standpoint. Great job, 2-0.
Fantastic job right there by 2-0. Grant Gibson for the Northwest Christian Crusaders. 39 seconds remaining here in our first quarter. Once again, folks, stay with us here throughout tonight's ballgame. You'll be able to vote for the Pit Boss Grill's Game MVP. Starting at the beginning of tonight's fourth quarter, we'll have 2 candidates from the Greenway Demons and 2 candidates from the Northwest Christian Crusaders. We'll let you know who those guys are as we approach the end of our third quarter, and then we'll get you on Twitter. Follow us at Epic Sports AZ, and you can vote for that Pit Boss Grill's Game MVP during tonight's fourth quarter. The poll will be open for about 10 to 15 minutes. Greenway now is going to kick it away. They lead this ball game right here by the score of 13-0 on the road at Northwest Christian. That one pooched right there. And so now Northwest Christian will have great field position here to begin this drive. 34 seconds remaining here in our opening quarter. A pretty even ball game so far, Ed.
Yeah, I like what I'm seeing so far from Greenway's defense. Of course, their offense is working. They've got 13 points. So let's see what Northwest Christian, the home team, can do here on senior night. Can they respond? 34 seconds left. Let's see what happens in the second quarter as we head toward halftime.
From the Greenway 41-yard line, and movement up front, number 66 right there, Matthew Sanders. He knew exactly what happened as soon as it happened, Ed.
Of course, as soon as he got over that line of scrimmage, he smacked himself in the helmet like, oh my gosh, did I really do that?
So Big Sanders gives him 5 free yards. 1st and 5 now for the Crusaders. 2-by-2 on the outside for Camp. They send a man across the formation. That's Kyler Thruston.
False start on the offense.
And now payback time. Northwest gives it right back to the Greenway Demons.
So it's a wash basically, right? 5 yards for 5 yards.
Now we're back at our original
line
scene
of
of the
scrimmage.
crime, the 1st and 10 from the Greenway 41-yard line. So glad you joined us here this evening on the Epic Sports Network. Our final game of the season, Ed, in the regular season anyway.
At least, yeah.
They send him deep. Camp goes far side. Elevating and intercepting the football. What a job on defense. Number 12 for Greenway, Kevin Johansson, goes up, high points the football, and basically steals it away from number 20, Grant Gibson. What a play right there for the Demons.
Johansson got that because number 34, Jaden Arona, got the pressure on Ashton Camp. Again, he busts right up the middle. There he is. And he forces Camp to throw that ball and launch it into the night. And again, he's got double coverage. You've got 2 defenders in front of number 20, in front of Grant Gibson. Of course, that's going to really bode bad for you if you're Northwest Christian, because 9 times out of 10 or 10 times out of 10, that usually gets intercepted.
Yeah, more like 10 out of 10,
yeah,
right?
10 out of 10.
So now Devin Felix works from his own end, leading the Crusaders 13-7. Andrade gets the call, and he is upended right there, and I will fairly say body slammed by number 13 for the Northwest Christian Crusaders, Kyler Thruston. Wait until you see this. Unbelievable job.
James, tell me these kids are not playing some football tonight. They are serious about their craft tonight. This is a physical, fast-moving contest as we head toward the second quarter, but look at this shot right here. Oh, textbook tackling, right, James? He wraps him up by his legs and just absolutely just body slams him. Fantastic job by number 13.
That is how you end a first quarter right there, my friend. The the Greenway Demons on top of the Northwest Christian Crusaders. My apologies, the score bug is incorrect. I will fix that as we go to commercial. You're watching Thursday Night Football here on the Epic Sports Network. Stay with us. Second quarter is coming your way next. Thursday Night Football from Phoenix, Arizona. We'll be right back with you here in just a bit.
My name is Archie Bradley, current Major League pitcher for the Philadelphia Phillies. If I had to give a list of who the best was out of Archie the pitcher, Archie the griller, Archie the hunter, I'm unfortunately going to have to fall back on my baseball skills. Being a professional athlete, the food that I put into my body is very, very important. When I was younger, I may not have paid as much attention to it, but as I've been fortunate enough to keep playing year in and year out, I've put a lot more time and effort into making sure my diet and the food I put into my body is exactly what I need.
Welcome back to Phoenix's Northwest Christian High School. The Demons on top of the Crusaders by the score of 13-7. Running out the gate on the far side for Greenway, that is Davari Wade, and he is upended there in a hurry by Gunnar Penscover on defense there for Northwest Christian.
Physicality is the name of the game, right, James? These kids are going after it.
They are indeed. Let's take one more look at that right here. Tough physical play out on the edge right there by both teams. And you see bodies just flying around this football field here tonight, Ed. It's a thing of beauty.
Of course. You think these young men were not ready for Thursday night football, knowing who was coming in, and this is senior night. You know, Northwest Christian is all hyped up because of that event tonight.
3-by-1 on the outside now for the quarterback. He fires his intended target, Corbin Lizarraga, and Devin Felix with the incompletion. That will bring up 3rd down and 6 here for Greenway. This is a big chance for Northwest Christian to get a stop defensively and get the ball back.
Oh, absolutely. This is it's critical right here, as you mentioned, to get them off the field and flip it, get your offense back on the field and see what they can do. But defense has to get a stop right here, as you mentioned, on 4th and 6.
4th and 6 now. Greenway will punt it away. Back deep to receive for the Crusaders, Gunnar Penscover, the 5'10" sophomore. Number 16, Matthew Johansson will kick it away for Greenway. Just inside our second quarter here on Thursday Night Football. So glad you joined us here on the Epic Sports Network. A bobbled snap. He has trouble with it. And closing in for the safety right there on defense is Northwest Christian, and the playmaker, number 18 for the Crusaders, Alex Jeffries. What a great play. That was huge there for the Crusaders.
Absolutely, as that brings them to within 4 points. But, yeah, as you mentioned, getting anything you can get from your special teams, that is critical. Just that muffed punt right there. Number 16, that was Matthew Johansson. And number 18, as you mentioned, he just gets right through there. He smells blood in the water, and he goes right for it and brings him down for the safety. Great job by number 18, Alex Jeffries.
Fantastic right there. That is some outstanding football play. That's what you got to do, especially in a tight game, Ed. You got to go after it whenever you have a chance, and that's exactly what Northwest did right there. What a great play. And now they're going to be in business here after Greenway will kick the ball to them. This will essentially be a free kick, Ed, so they can punt it away. They can do like the old style free kick, or they can set it on the tee and kick it away.
Mm-hmm.
The option is completely theirs.
It's great to have options, isn't it, James?
Absolutely.
Yeah, so a lot of fireworks so far as we're in the second quarter. Greenway's up 13-9 on Northwest Christian off that safety. So the action is fast and furious here, JP.
It is. It's a good one here from North Phoenix. Make sure and stay with us and vote for that Pit Boss Grills game MVP. Follow us on Twitter at Epic Sports AZ. You can find Ed at EdCole43, and I'm available on Twitter at JP_BCast. So hit us up and get in the Twitter comments there, folks. We'd love to know where you're watching tonight's ball game from. We see that Chris Eaton from Gridiron, Arizona has checked in there as well. Number 13 on the return right there, Kyler Thruston. And penalty flags flying as maybe a little bit too much jawing going on down there between Micah Winans and one of the Northwest Christian Crusaders. That looked to be Ben Luders.
They'll see how they sort out this laundry.
You got to keep your head. You got to keep your cool. You can't give the other team free yards, especially in a 4-point ball game.
And when it's physical like this, James, these kind of things are going to happen. Tensions are going to boil over, and just, as you mentioned, you've got to be able to keep your wits about yourself and not let the opposition get to you, because what they're going to try to do is, of course, get in your head, play mind games with you, and throw you off and force you into doing crazy things like this and hurt your football team. So they call personal foul against Greenway. And Northwest Christian will start off at the 43-yard line. So they are in really great field position, JP, on this situation as they try to drive down and take the lead.
11:05 remaining here in our first half. Once again, happy Veterans Day to all of our veterans out there watching and enjoying tonight's ball game. We thank you for your service. A beautiful American flag there just below the 50, right at midfield, Ed. A beautiful scene here tonight at Northwest. As you see, a beautiful scene right there by number 13 running hard in there, and he is accosted by that Greenway Demons defense. They are hitting, and they are hitting hard at the point of attack.
Yeah, number 11, Murphy, that middle linebacker, came up and hit number 13, Kyler Thruston. Physicality, that's what we talk about. It's all about being able to impose your will physically on a human being, and that's what number 11 did as he gets it, bam, right there. He just sticks him. Again, textbook tackling. I love how these young men just grab the kids by the legs and bring them down. That's exactly how you're taught to bring down running backs and wide receivers. Take their legs out.
One high, one low. You get him low, and I'll go high on him. Let's go. Second and long now. They fire to the near side. And coming back for the reception, it's complete. Hauled in down near the 15-yard line. Gunnar Penskover on the reception right there for Northwest Christian. And what an outstanding play for the sophomore. One more look.
Oh, yeah, great catch by Penskover over number 21. Joseph Cordero will run that back, but great throw by Camp and great extension for Penskover to watch that ball and kind of watch and see how it's coming down, and he adjusts his body, he adjusts his position on the football field as he throws the ball. There's the ball in the air. Penskover adjusts. He gets that inside position on number 21 and makes that catch. Fantastic job by Penskover.
Great job coming back for the football. Number 7 on the tote right there for Northwest, down inside the 5-yard line. That is Ashton Camp. And Camp is known to make plays with his legs as well. An 8-yard gain on the play brings up 2nd down and 2 right now for Northwest Christian. They are knocking on the door right here, Ed.
They are. The Crusaders are feeling themselves, and they have to punch it in right now and take the lead right now. You got the momentum right now. You got to continue that momentum, get it into the end zone, and get the lead on Greenway.
13-9 our score. A tight ball game here in North Phoenix. Camp from the shotgun. 2-by-1 on the outside. He looks over and gets the, looks like a play call change from his sideline. And now Ashton Camp is ready to work. From the 5, 2nd and 3. Play fake. He surveys the field, rolls out, fires, it's complete, and into the end zone for the touchdown. What a great job on the reception for Alex Jeffries after a beautiful ball from Ashton Camp. Unbelievable, and now Northwest Christian goes into the lead here with the PAT pending. They're now up 15-13. One more look at that touchdown right there, Ed.
Yeah, that's how you call up a play. Ashton Camp, he gets the ball, he takes the snap, fakes it, and he throws it to his wide receiver who is wide open right there in the end zone, Alex Jeffries, and he catches the ball. Again, extending that defense. You get your guys out there in space and let them create for you.
On for the PAT, it's up and good. Our score, with 8:48 remaining here in our first half, the Northwest Christian Crusaders now on top of the Greenway Demons by the score of 16-13. We'll step aside, take a short timeout, and come right back here for more Thursday Night Football right here on the Epic Sports Network. Stay with us. We got a good one here for you in the 4A.
Taylor's Pools. You can trust Taylor to take great care of your pool and ensure your complete satisfaction. From weekly cleanings to one-time cleanings, from pool draining to pool refilling, he does it all. Green to clear transformations, repairs, and new equipment installations. Trust your pool to Taylor's Pools. Call 623-200-2788. That's 623-200-2788. Taylor's Pools, a proud partner of Thursday Night Football.
Welcome back to Northwest Christian High School here in Phoenix. Our score, the Crusaders just taking the lead now on the Demons by the score of 16-13. Greenway now with the football. They will work from their own 40-yard line. They trail the Crusaders by 3 points here. A really good ball game here on Thursday Night Football, Ed. You can't ask for much more than that.
Absolutely, and it's the Alex Jeffries show so far in the second quarter for Northwest Christian. He gets a safety on the muff punt, then he catches that touchdown pass from Camp. So he's coming up, and he's making a bid again for that Pit Boss Grills game MVP. He's playing his heart out tonight.
Ball at the 39-yard line. Correction right there. 2-by-2 on the outside now for Devin Felix. The shotgun snap, he fakes the give, he fires. It's nearly intercepted. It looked like number 4 ran an in route. He was looking for the out route, was Devin Felix. That was Davari Wade. And out there in coverage for Northwest Christian, number 25, Cole Martin.
And James, if number 25 would have hauled that pass in, you would have been calling a touchdown right now. That would have been a pick 6 for Martin.
Absolutely right. So now 2nd down and 10, no gain on the play. Greenway works from their own 39-yard line, 8:38 remaining here in our first half. 3-by-1 on the outside now for Felix. He fires, it's complete on a slant route. Number 16 on the reception for Greenway, Matthew Johansson. A pickup of 9 yards on the play. That'll bring up 3rd down and 1. A big possession play right here for Greenway. They want to keep this drive alive.
Felix likes that big target, Matthew Johansson, 6'1", 165. You can get him right over the middle. He's got sure hands. He can catch the ball, and he can run the ball. Great pass from number 1 to 16. Great completion.
Felix gets the call from the sideline. Changes the play at the line of scrimmage. The shotgun snap, he gives it to his up back, and he is blasted right there in the middle of the football field. Number 45 on the assault right there for Northwest Christian. What a great job at knifing his way in through traffic. That was 45 Josiah Huseman. And let's take one more look at that fantastic defensive play right there for the Crusaders.
Yeah, Huseman and also number 58, Nathan Metzger, gets in there. So they're daring you to run up the middle because they know, you know what, go ahead and run up the middle. Let's see what happens. 45 and 58 are going to come after you. We dare you to run up the middle. We're gonna pound you into submission. We're going to make you feel what you're trying to do when you're trying to run up the middle and try to run on us.
So now it's 1st down and 10 from the 49-yard line for the Greenway Demons. They picked up enough yardage. A tight bunch formation to the right. He hands it off to Andrade. He gets out the gate to the left, and right there with another beautiful open field tackle. Wait, he squirts out of that one and gets loose for a few more yards. Does number 3, Ivan Andrade. And it looks like the football came out, and it's been recovered by Northwest Christian. Let's take another look at the play right here, Ed. Unbelievable. That ball must have came out way over there on the far side.
Yeah, Andrade, he tries to run to his left, and it popped out right there. I think it popped out right there. Is that number 20 that knocked the ball out? And they recovered it.
Number one
got
on
it.
the recovery,
It's
Gunnar
Penscover.
Penscover right there for Northwest Christian. So now the Crusaders in business here, leading by 3. 3-by-1 on the outside now for Camp, and penalty flags fly as there's movement up front. It looked to be on the far side, Nathaniel Tupou. A little bit of early movement there for the Deacons. Excuse me, for the Deacons. I mean for the Demons.
It got you too, James.
It got me twice on that one play.
That's okay.
Goodness gracious. Okay, 1st down and 6 make that 1st and 5 right here for Northwest Christian from their own 49-yard line. Camp with the hard count. Coach Ennis loves working that hard count, drawing that defense off sides whenever possible. Free yardage. Can't beat that, right?
You sure can't.
Camp fires far side. It's complete at the 49-yard line, making a move on a defender. Number 6 on the reception. That was Marshall Gillette, and he moves the football further down the field right here for Northwest Christian. That'll be 2nd down and short upcoming here after we take one more look at the previous play.
Back there in the pistol, he just makes the completion. Just a little short completion to number 6, Marshall Gillette.
Back to it live. They come near side with it and knifing through on defense. A great job there for Greenway's Jaden Orana Kahalvi, the 5'7", 180-pound senior defensive end, knifing his way through there and making a fantastic tackle.
Great job, considering he's got that thing on his arm.
Yes.
He's able to make that tackle. His paw is covered up with a cast. Great job, number 34.
3rd and 4 now here for Northwest Christian. Possession play here for the Crusaders. 6:10 remaining in our first half. Camp changing the play. Alex Jeffries and Grant Gibson in the backfield. 2-by-1 on the outside, and now we have a timeout on the field called by Northwest. So we'll step aside, take that timeout with them. You're watching Epic Sports Network's presentation of Thursday Night Football here on YouTube. Stay with us and make sure and get on Twitter. Follow us at Epic Sports AZ so you can vote for that Pit Boss Grill's game MVP. We'll be right back.
I'm Eric Almirola, and I drive in the NASCAR Cup Series. I like to think of myself as a fun-loving guy. I have a wife and 2 beautiful children. I've really enjoyed the partnership that I've had with Pit Boss, and that it's still very new and very fresh, but it just feels so authentic. It feels so real, so just easy and down to earth, and I just really enjoy that.
Attention business owners.
Want to expand your reach and boost your bottom line? Then partner with the Epic Sports Network. Want to connect with thousands of parents, coaches, and fans who enjoy high school athletics every day? Then partner with the Epic Sports Network. Email us at partners@epicsports.network and let's get going.
It's gonna be epic.
Back to live action, 16-13. The Crusaders on top of the Demons. Far side completion. It's good at the 45-yard line. On the reception, Marshall Gillette for Northwest Christian, and that was a fantastic pitch and catch right there from Camp to Gillette.
It was a great pitch and catch, as you mentioned, but the defense was able to swarm over there, seeing that they were able to read the defense and try to see where Camp was going to go as he was completing that pass to Gillette, and they just swarmed to the ball. There's 3 guys that converged on the football and did not allow him to get any more yards after that catch.
I love Camp's getting rid of that football in a hurry on those quick hitters, and it is paying dividends right now for Northwest. 1st and 10 Crusaders from the 45. He goes back, the southpaw into the night sky. It's complete. Number 23 on the reception for Northwest Christian, and how about that play right there? Camp goes to the air. Noah Larson hauls it in. What a play.
The junior tight end, 6'2", 185, just got behind the defense and just ran. He was in stride. He was continuing his movement right there as Camp just sits back there. He rolls out to his left, and he just throws the ball up there, seeing that number 23 is open. He got behind those defensive backs and made that catch, knowing he was going to take a shot, but he still made that catch, got them inside the red zone.
So they send a man around the formation now. Camp's going to call his own number, goes up the field, and he is met there by Nathaniel Tupou for the Greenway Demons. A nice defensive play right there for Tupou, and a hard run there for Ashton Camp.
And you know, whenever you run up the middle, James, it's never going to be easy to do that. As Camp gets it right there, he knows that he's going to take a shot, but he's still able to move and just contort his body and do whatever he needs to do to get at least 2 or 3 yards, get some kind of positive movement on this drive to get them closer to the end zone.
Penalty flags fly here on 2nd down and 6 Offsides is the early indication. 4 minutes and 27 seconds remaining here in our first half. The Crusaders on top of the Demons by the score of 16-13.
Offsides on Greenway.
That'll be a free 5 yards right there for Northwest Christian. 2nd and 2 now upcoming here for the Crusaders. A couple different plays available now for Coach Ennis here on 2nd and 2.
Yeah, what does Coach Ennis draw up right here? You've only got 2 yards instead of 7. A lot easier for you to draw plays.
They go under center, does Ashton Camp. He's going to have his crew push him forward and nearly get close to the goal line. He comes up short of the line to gain. And so that'll bring up a huge 3rd down right here. Freddie Ray Martinez and Caden Van Bagen, among others, in there on the stop for Greenway. 3rd and goal upcoming here for Northwest Christian as the fans are on their feet here. They give it. He's got a full head of steam, and he's into the end zone for the touchdown. Number 50, Luke Johnson, into the ball game and into the end zone for 6. The big fella gets the call, and how about that right there, Ed Cole? You see the embrace from the coach, and let's take one more look at that play. I love to see the big fellas getting the call when necessary.
Oh, me too. Goal line, goal, 2 yards to get there. Give it to number 50. Let the big fella run through there. Number 50, Luke Johnson, 6'2", 231. What better person to run straight up the middle on a situation like that? Puts you up 9 points. Yes, I love to see the big fellas get in there and get some props.
That is fantastic. Let me tell you what, they even lined him up in there at tailback, Ed. How about that? You'd love to see it.
It's great.
With 3:55 remaining here in our first half, our score, the Northwest Christian Crusaders on top of the Greenway Demons by the score of 23-13. We'll step aside, take a short timeout, and come right back here for more Epic TNF here on the Epic Sports Network right after this. Stay with us. Taylor's Pools. You can trust Taylor to take great care of your pool and ensure your complete satisfaction. From weekly cleanings to one-time cleanings, from pool draining to pool refilling, he does it all. Green to clear transformations, repairs, and new equipment installations. Trust your pool to Taylor's Pools. Call 623-200-2788. That's 623-200-2788. Taylor's Pools, a proud partner of Thursday Night Football.
Welcome back, folks. 3:55 left for the half. Northwest Christian up 23-13 on Greenway in the midst of a 16-0 run. Back to the voice of Thursday Night Football, James Poovey.
Greenway Demons now returning the football up the field, and a shoestring tackle there by Mr. Do-It-All tonight here for Northwest Christian, Kyler Thruston. And how about that stop right there from Thruston? He barely got the edge of the shoestrings there on the returner.
But, James, that's all you need. Just get the shoestring and get your guy knocked down. I love the heart from number 13, Thruston. 5'9", 150. He's got the heart of a lion. He's out there. He's just making plays, offense, defense, special teams. I love the way his motor works and the way his heart and his desire to get to the football and make plays.
And just a sophomore. In the immortal words of Keith Jackson. 1st and 10 now for Greenway from the 20. Surveys the field. Everybody's covered, but he's got a man over the middle. It's complete. What a throw and catch right there into the breadbasket all the way down to the 15-yard line. That was Matthew Johansson on the reception for Greenway. And how about that? You talk about a bomb. That was it right there, Ed.
Yeah, James, tell me Greenway did not need a play like that, a big play from Felix as he sits back there. He looked to his left, didn't see anything, so he saw number 16 down there just absolutely by himself. Behind number 13, the aforementioned Kyler Thruston. Great throw, even greater catch by Johansson.
Unbelievable job. So now Greenway on the march right here. Devin Felix from the shotgun, 3-by-1 on the outside. Play fake, fires it out into the flat. It's complete. On the reception, Elvis Auxier. And on the stop right there for Northwest Christian, that was number 20, Grant Gibson. A gain of 5 on the play. 2nd down and 5 upcoming here with 3 minutes and 16 seconds remaining in our first half.
Needless to say, the Demons have to push it in right here and get a score right before half. 3:16 left to go. Felix has got to get his offense, got to get them in the end zone for a score.
2 on the outside now for Felix. He fakes to give, fires. It's complete once again to Matthew Johansson, but a penalty flag is on the field, so we'll check the laundry. The early indication, it could be a hold. Ed.
Yeah, I heard the guys in the press box to our left saying holding, it's going to come back. So if they say it, it's probably going to happen.
Stay with us at halftime, folks. We have a very special announcement for you concerning the Epic Sports Network and the Game Time College Showcase coming up at the end of January.
Very nice. Exciting.
So, indeed, it is a hold, so it'll back them up 5 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 10 now for Greenway. Clock rolling with 3:05 to play in the first half. Illegal man downfield is the call. Trouble in the backfield. And Felix hands it off to number 16, Matthew Johansson, but he is met immediately there by a host of Northwest Christian defenders, and they did a fantastic job closing in on the ball carrier right there for Northwest Christian.
And number 55, the linebacker, Zach Johnson, was the main guy that led the charge right there as he hands the ball off to Johansson. 55 got through there, and then his other guys came in and aided him. Number 58, also that Nathan Metzger in there, the senior defensive lineman.
A loss of 2 on the play now. Possession play here for the Demons. 3rd down and 12 for Felix. Shotgun snap. He drops back to throw. Fires into the corner. And it's incomplete. His intended target that time, number 18. Actually, it was number 13, Elvis Auxier, and 20, Grant Gibson in coverage for Northwest Christian.
Mm-hmm. Great coverage by number 20. They just got kind of tangled up back there in the end zone, was not able to make the completion. Felix was to Auxier. But at least they took a shot in the end zone. I like the fact that they're taking those shots in the end zone, trying to test this defense.
Greenway is going to test the defense right here. 4th down, they're going to go for it. He fires. It's intercepted just short of the 10-yard line. How about that right there for the big fella? Ball hawking in the middle there, double nickels, 55. Zach Johnson on the Oski. And how about the coverage from the linebacker for Northwest Christian?
Ooh,
look at this.
It is dangerous, James, when you try to throw the ball over the middle. Felix tries to complete the pass to one of his wide receivers over the middle, but number 55 read it perfectly. Right there. He tried to complete the ball to number 16 again, Johansson in the end zone, but 55 was right there. Zach Johnson for that interception. Great job by 5'5", the awareness for him to step up there and make that catch and that pick.
So now Northwest in business from their own 15-yard line. Make that the 20-yard line where the ball spotted. They hand it off to number 20, Grant Gibson. He picks up about a yard, maybe 2. 2nd and 9 now upcoming here for Northwest Christian. Under 2 minutes to play here in our first half.
Boy, how great was that? How huge was that stop for the Crusaders defense to stop Greenway from potentially getting into the end zone, to stop a potential score? Keeps it at 10 points, keeps it at a double-digit lead.
That was a big-time stop for the Crusaders indeed, Ed. 2nd and 9 now here for Ashton Camp. 2-by-1 on the outside. Camp looks to throw. The lefty goes to the air. He's got a man. It's nearly complete. The coverage was excellent, provided by Greenway's number 5, Max Vallelonga. And number 13, the intended target, Kyler Thruston. But how about the coverage right there for Greenway? Unbelievable job.
Yeah, that was fantastic coverage to sit back there. Just one-on-one coverage. It's just you, the defensive back, and the wide receiver right there. So if you don't make the play, you're going to get burned and you're going to give up a touchdown. But great coverage back there by – actually, is that number 6? His jersey's kind of bunched up right there. That is number 6.
That is 6. Yes, it is.
That is
our correction on that. That was Corbin Lizarraga in coverage right there.
Oh, it was
for
5?
Northwest Christian, or for Greenway.
Okay. Sorry, James.
That's all right.
Those numbers get bunched up.
They do. They're tough to tell on those jerseys sometimes right down there, Ed.
It's all about that script, that font on the jerseys, right?
3rd down and 8 upcoming here when we resume play with 44 seconds remaining in our first half. You see Jim James down there on the field at the 31-yard line, getting our clock set up. Actually, the clock now is 1 minute and 9 seconds remaining here in our first half, so they got that clock fixed. Thank you for that, Mr. James. Great to see you as always. 3rd and 8 here upcoming for the Crusaders. They lead by 10 here at home, Ed, on senior night over the Greenway Demons.
Great second quarter for them. As we mentioned, they're in the midst of a 16-0 run. Greenway was up 13-7 at one point, but now they're down 10.
So now they empty out the backfield here for Ashton Camp. 5 wide receivers, and now we have a timeout on the field called by Northwest Christian and Coach Dave Ennis. So we'll step aside, take that timeout with them. You're watching Thursday Night Football here on the Epic Sports Network. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
We love our house. Been here for years.
Yeah, but there's an animal in the attic. At least Geico makes bundling our home and car insurance easy.
We save a lot.
For bundling made easy, go to geico.com.
If you liked this video, please share it. And for more great Geico videos, hit the subscribe button. He's been practicing a lot lately.
What up, Pit Boss Nation? I am Patrick Peterson. I am a father of 2. I am married, play professional football, very fun, outgoing guy. My daughter loved for me to cook ribs and steak. Me, honestly, I like the vertical because I'm able to put more things in there. I can get some ribs in there, I can get a pork butt in there, I can get some chicken in there. You know, I love everything about my vertical, man. How you can just adjust the temperature at ease, how the pellet is easy. Just a very, very cool grill.
Welcome back to Northwest Christian High School. 23-13 our score. The Crusaders on top of the Demons as we approach halftime. 1 minute and 9 seconds remaining here in our first half. So glad you joined us this evening on the Epic Sports Network on YouTube. James Poovey coming to you live alongside my partner Ed Cole. Joey Mosquero doing a fantastic job on the video feed for us this evening. A swing pass is complete to number 20, Grant Gibson, but he is bottled up almost immediately right there by the Greenway defense. And they did a great job closing in on that play right there.
They really did. They just played really, really good team defense. They smell the ball. They know exactly where the ball is going to go. And if there's not 2 or 3 guys there, they'll send pretty much the entire defense. As you see right there, there's at least 4 or 5 guys over there converging on the football and making that stop on number 20, Grant Gibson.
So we have a timeout on the field here once again with 59 seconds remaining in our first half. Once again, a reminder, follow us on Twitter at EpicSportsAZ so you can make sure and vote for that Pit Boss Grills game MVP. We'll narrow it down to our top 4, and again, that'll be 2 candidates from Greenway and 2 from Northwest. So those people need to get on and vote, Ed. Vote for your favorite.
James, there's so many young men to choose from, so many talented players on Greenway and Northwest Christian's side, but we'll keep a monitor on it as the game goes on, and as things change, James and I will kind of decide, and you'll see it up on Twitter, who we pick for Greenway and Northwest Christian for the Pit Boss Grills game MVP.
You see those young guys down there having a great time playing some football, watching these older guys out there saying, you know, I'm going to get out there on that varsity field one day and tear it up. 34 now will punt it away for Northwest Christian. That's Gavin Lentz. And he puts a sand wedge, lands it at about the 48-yard line. It takes a backwards bounce, and it'll finally come down at the 44-yard line. So that's where Greenway will start this possession with 55 seconds on the clock, trailing by 10. It would be huge for them to get a score right here, Ed. Captain Obvious reporting.
Of course, absolutely. You're down 10, 55 seconds left. If you can punch it in for a touchdown, that'd be the most ideal situation to put you down 3 points going into the half. So let's see what Davon Felix and the offense can do. Can they punch it in for 7 and get this game under 10 points?
Felix now in the shotgun. 2-by-2 on the outside. He rolls to his left. Flips the hips and fires down the field. Great coverage that time applied by number 1, Gunnar Penscover. And Penscover with a great job of going up there and getting himself what we like to call a PBU.
That's called pass breakup, folks, if you didn't know. Penscover stays with number 13, Elvis Auxier, stays with him stride for stride as we see. Felix rolls out, as you mentioned, to the left. He's looking for number 13. He throws the ball. But then that hand comes in there from Penscover. That left hand, that paw comes in there and knocks the football away. Great coverage there for number 1 to stay with his assigned wide receiver.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 now for Greenway. Surveys the field. Pressure comes. He evades the pressure. Fires down the field, but just too much air under the football. The intended target, Davari Wade, and if Wade would have been able to hang onto that ball, there was nothing but green grass in front of Davari Wade. Applying coverage there for Northwest was Seth Busby.
Coverage and pressure. Busby got that pressure on Felix right there. We'll see Felix. He's looking. He gets the snap right there. There's number 33 coming after him. Oh, he came through there like a freight train, didn't he? Number 33 couldn't get him, but Felix rolls out there. Could not make that completion to Davari Wade because of that pressure from number 33.
Third down possession play here for Greenway. It's complete at the 34-yard line. Sliding into third base right there is Davari Wade, and that is right at the line to gain. That is good for a Greenway first down.
Boy, he looked like he could have played for the Braves on that play, right?
The tempo up right now here for the Demons as we approach halftime. 26 seconds in, counting here in the second quarter. Pressure comes great outside contain right there, forcing the quarterback back the other way, and he's going to scramble out of bounds. Finally forced out of bounds at the 22-yard line. 14 seconds remaining on the clock here in the first half, and that was a nice little scramble drill right there by Devin Felix. One more look at it right here. How about the wheels for Felix?
And the ability for him to change his course of direction so quickly, James. I like that.
First down and 10 here for Greenway. 14 seconds to go in the half. On the slant, it's complete down to the 15-yard line. Corbin Lizarraga on the reception right there for Greenway. There is a penalty flag on the play. Let's take one more look at the last play. A nice completion, but unfortunately it looks like it could be all for naught.
Yeah, let's see what that laundry is about. Holding. Oh, holding on Northwest Christian. Okay.
So if it's defensive holding, you would have to think that that would be declined
and they'll take
by
the yards.
Greenway, and
yes.
they'll take the positive yardage, getting them closer to the end zone here. So the ball spotted at the 16-yard line with 8 seconds to go. One more shot to the end zone here.
At least one more shot. If you don't get it right here, line up and kick a field goal. At least get 3 points. It's better than nothing.
They mark off the penalty yardage now. So now the ball spotted at the 12-yard line. First down and 10 here for Greenway. They can pick up a first down without scoring a touchdown. Timeout on the field called by the Greenway Demons. So we'll step aside and take that timeout with them. You're watching Epic Sports Network's coverage here of Thursday Night Football on YouTube. Stay with us. We'll be right back here to North Phoenix right after this.
Attention business owners.
Want to expand your reach and boost your bottom line? Then partner with the Epic Sports Network. Want to connect with thousands of parents, coaches, and fans who enjoy high school athletics every day? Then partner with the Epic Sports Network. Email us at partners@epicsports.network and let's get going.
It's gonna be epic.
My name is Willie Robertson. I run Duck Commander and Buck Commander. I also have been on TV with several shows. Probably the biggest was Duck Dynasty. Here's the deal. I used to sit there all day and have to watch what was going on with the smoker. But with the pit ball smoker, it does all the heavy lifting, and then that leaves me more time to go hang out with the family. I'm fortunate because most of my family lives right here close. In fact, sometimes when that pit boss gets going, it'll actually attract some of the family over because they smell it.
Folks, welcome back to Northwest Christian School. 8 seconds left. Northwest Christian up 23-13. Davon Felix and the Demons are driving. Get that Demon Deacons again, James. It caught me again.
It's
Greenway driving.
It's not the first time, Ed, and it definitely won't be the last tonight anyway. First and 10 now for Greenway. Felix surveys the field. He's going to tuck in and run. He's under pressure. 33 once again on the hunt, and finally bringing him down for Northwest Christian is Marshall Gillette. What a great play. The pursuit just unrelenting right there from Northwest Christian, and they finally get to quarterback. Devin Felix.
Number 6, also number 34, Gavin Lentz was also in there to get that pressure and force him because he had a lane right there, but they sealed that lane off. I see where he was trying to go. Felix was trying to go to the right side, but they sealed that off, forcing him to go back to his left. And then number 6 and 34 and Crew came in and got the sack, forcing them to not get a score, and we are now at halftime.
We have reached the half. Our score, the home Northwest Christian Crusaders on top of the Greenway Demons by the score of 23-13. 15 minutes on the clock for halftime. Stay with us. We got some special announcements coming your way in just a few minutes. We'll also be joined by our camera operator this evening, Joey Mosquero, during the final portion of our halftime festivities. Stay with us here on the Epic Sports Network. We will be right back to Phoenix's Northwest Christian High School in just a little bit.
On this Veterans Day, the Epic Sports Network would like to thank our brave men and women in uniform for allowing us the freedom to enjoy the things we take for granted every single day. And special thanks to 2 of our Epic Sports Network crew, Greg Jones and Ed Cole, both former Marines. We thank you for your service.
Yo, 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 yo. Hey, what's good, everybody? Rodney Cox, Game Time College Showcase. Want to jump on here real quick, give you a quick update, because it's about to blow y'all away. But like this week, what I told y'all is this week I'm sending out all the defensive guys invites. Okay, so hey, defensive players, check your DMs, okay, because you could be next with the invite. Last week we already sent out the offensive guys. Again, check your DMs, because you could be next. All right, man, I'm excited. I can't stop smiling. So the big news is that Game Time College Showcase is gonna be streamed live. Okay, I think y'all didn't hear that. I said the Game Time College Showcase is gonna be streamed live. We are excited to team up with Epic Sport Network with James, Ed, Kevin, right? Stream live. This is going to be, they're going to be there from doing the combine testing to the position drills to the one-on-ones to the 7-on-7. Oh yeah, it's game time, baby. Like, what time is it? Game time. Again, I'm excited. I am blessed with this opportunity, again, to have James, Ed, and Kevin at the college showcase. This is huge. You know, your family can see you. College coaches can see you, because we're going to send this out to the college coaches. It's special, man. Real talk. This is special. So, again, y'all better come out. Y'all better show up and show out. But y'all better come out, okay? With that, again, let's have fun. Let's show up. Let's show out. Let's get this thing going. Hey, it's game time, baby. Let's get it. Peace!
My name is Willie Robertson. I run Duck Commander and Buck Commander. I also have been on TV with several shows. Probably the biggest was Duck Dynasty. Here's the deal. I used to sit there all day and have to watch what was going on with the smoker. But with the Pit Boss smoker, it does all the heavy lifting, and then that leaves me more time to go hang out with the family. I'm fortunate because most of my family lives right here close. In fact, sometimes when that Pit Boss gets going, it'll actually attract some of the family over because they smell it.
Home Gate with Pit Boss. Or don't home gate with Pit Boss. Go long. Long cooks, that is. Or just, you know, don't fumble the barbecue. Home Gate with Pit Boss. pitboss-grills.com.
Taylor's Pools. You can trust Taylor to take great care of your pool and ensure your complete satisfaction. From weekly cleanings to one-time cleanings, from pool draining to pool refilling, he does it all. Green to clear transformations, repairs, and new equipment installations. Trust your pool to Taylor's Pools. Call 623-200-2788. That's 623-200-2788. Taylor's Pools, a proud partner of Thursday Night Football.
I'm Eric Almirola, and I drive in the NASCAR Cup Series. I like to think of myself as a fun-loving guy. I have a wife and two beautiful children. I've really enjoyed the partnership that I've had with Pit Boss, and that it's, you know, it's still very new and very fresh, but it just feels so authentic. It feels so real, so just easy and down to earth, and I just really enjoy.
I know.
How's that? Good?
Yep.
How's it look?
Ready, Joe?
I'm always ready.
All you gotta do is have fun. You guys ready?
I always have fun.
Of course. Good evening, folks. Welcome back to Northwest Christian High School, 23-13. The Crusaders lead the Greenway Demons. I got it right this time. About 7 minutes left before the third quarter. Ed Cole here with the Epic Sports Network. And I'm joined by our cinematographer, extraordinaire Joey Mascaro. Joey, thank you so much, man. I'm telling you, the season we've had this year, it's been phenomenal. We thank you for everything you've done week in and week out. No matter where we go, you set up and you make it happen. You are first-rate, brother. We appreciate you. So we wanted to let you know he's the cinematographer now, so he's running things, and Joey is the talent. So this is how we flip things on the Epic Sports Network. But Joey, thank you for everything you've done so far this season. Tell us about, I know you've been having fun just hanging with us and making this Epic Sports Network thing run, man.
Yeah, this has been great. Let
me turn you up a little bit there.
I want to thank you and James and Greg and everybody for making this happen. I've had a blast. This has been so much fun. We've had a ton of great games, too. It's not like, we're trying to make the best out of lackluster games.
Right.
We've had some great games. Like this one, for example. One team's up. You think we might have a wash. The next thing you know, home team rallies back. And, the environments have been great. The crowds have been insane, especially here in North Christian, excuse me.
It really is amazing how Greenway goes up 13-7, as you mentioned. In the second quarter, it's all Northwest Christian. It's amazing how the fortunes of a football game can change from play to play, from series to series. The next thing you know, you're up 6, and then next thing you know, you're down 10 at halftime.
That's just the nature of football. It's one of the reasons why we all love the game. Any given Sunday, Saturday, Friday, and I guess now Thursdays. You can have us to thank for that one.
That's right. Thanks to the Epic Sports Network. James, so what's all the great stuff that we have going on? This is our producer now. James is flipping hats. Joey's flipping hats. We're all flipping roles. We got potential Chili Bowl matchup coming up. Of course, we were going to talk about the Pit Boss Grills Game MVP. We got a lot of great nominees that's going to come in there. James and I, and all three of us are going to converge on that and figure out who we're going to put on Twitter at Epic Sports AZ. Come fourth quarter, guys. So make sure you tune in on Twitter, right, Joey?
Yep, my vote's number 13. Home team.
Oh, gosh, yes.
Stud.
Number 13, Kyler Thruston. Kid's been playing his butt off. Also, like Gunnar Penscover's been playing really well so far, at least for Northwest Christian. And their quarterback, of course, QB1, Ashton Camp, of course. But we'll see how that happens. But what else can we talk about, Joey?
I just want to say, I love having this camera because you get, an inside look at, how things run here at the Epic Sports Network. And this is just season 1. We're already having plans for next year and the year after.
Of course.
You'll hear from us again, I promise.
And, this is so much fun bringing these broadcasts to you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in on YouTube. It's the power of technology, right? That we can set up a 1080p camera. We've got a camcorder right out there that Joey's running this thing, and we are just making it happen. It's amazing how you can do it when you have the heart and the desire and the will. As James tells me to go to a break, he gives me the break sign. So, folks, if you've never seen it, this is break in the business. When he says this, we have to go to a break. So let's go to a break. We're about 4 minutes away from the third quarter. Again, Northwest Christian's up 23-13. Joey, appreciate you, brother. Thank you for joining us.
Hey, man, thanks for having me.
And get back out there on the camera. Folks, we'll be right back. We're going to run some commercials, and James and I will be back, and we'll get the call. Joey will bring you all the great shots. So thank you for tuning in, and we'll talk to you in a little bit.
What up, Pit Boss Nation? I am Patrick Peterson. I am a father of 2. I am married, played professional football, very fun, outgoing guy. My daughter loved for me to cook ribs and steak. Me, honestly, I like the vertical because I'm able to put more things in there. I can get some ribs in there, I can get a pork butt in there, I can get some chicken in there. I love everything about my vertical, man. How you can just adjust the temperature at ease, how the pellet is easy. Just a very, very cool grill.
Taylor's Pools. You can trust Taylor to take great care of your pool and ensure your complete satisfaction. From weekly cleanings to one-time cleanings, from pool draining to pool refilling, he does it all. Green to clear transformations, repairs, and new equipment installations. Trust your pool to Taylor's Pools. Call 623-200-2788. That's 623-200-2788. Taylor's Pools, a proud partner of Thursday Night Football.
My name is Archie Bradley, current Major League pitcher for the Philadelphia Phillies. If I had to give a list of who the best was out of Archie the pitcher, Archie the griller, Archie the hunter, I'm unfortunately going to have to fall back on my baseball skills. Being a professional athlete, the food that I put into my body is very, very important. When I was younger, I may not have paid as much attention to it, but as I've been fortunate enough to keep playing year in and year out, I've put a lot more time and effort into making sure my diet and the food I put into my body is exactly what I need.
We love our house. Been here for years.
Yeah, but there's an animal in the attic. At least least Geico makes bundling our home and car insurance easy.
We save a lot.
For bundling made easy, go to geico.com.
If you liked this video, please share it. And for more great Geico videos, hit the subscribe button. He's been practicing a lot lately.
.122 left in halftime before we get ready for third quarter and fourth quarter action here at Northwest Christian High School. Ed Cole here with the Epic Sports Network. James Bowie, the voice of Thursday Night Football on the Epic Sports Network. Northwest Christian up 23-13 over Greenway. James, it's been a great first half. We talked about how Northwest Christian took over in that second half. 16-0 run. Alex Jeffries gets a safety on a muff punt. Alex Jeffrey, the show continues with a touchdown catch. Hunter Penscover gets a fumble recovery, and then Luke Johnson gets a touchdown run. Part of that run that put up Northwest Christian up, and then Zach Johnson gets an interception deep in the end zone late in the quarter, preventing Greenway from getting a score, and then Greenway gets sacked right at the half. Davon Felix gets sacked right before the half. That prevents them from getting another score. And here we are, Northwest Christian up 10.
You know, it was a really good first half, a great halftime there segment as well with our videographer, Joey Mascaro, doing a great job for us all season long. We appreciate all his efforts as we progress throughout the season here. This is our final game of the year, but we got a couple more, you could call them exhibition games coming your way here in the very near future, so make sure and stay with us. Follow us on Twitter at Epic Sports AZ, and as always, make sure and hit that subscribe button there on YouTube, and we will let you know whenever we go live. But a great first half here, Ed. It was back and forth for a lot of that first quarter. You strike, we'll strike back. You strike again, we'll strike back again. It's been back and forth, but Northwest was able to pull away there in that second quarter, and they come into the third quarter now with a nice 10-point cushion.
And, James, when you're talking about teams going strike for strike, going back and forth, who's going to get the ultimate strikes and then continue to strike, continue to strike, continue to strike? That's what the Crusaders did in the second quarter. They struck, and now that's why they're up 10. Instead of being down 13-7, instead of being down 6, they get on a run like that. Now they're up 10. They've got the momentum going into the third quarter.
Folks, we want to remind you right now to make sure and get on Twitter. Follow us at Epic Sports AZ. So you got one more quarter to go. At the top of the fourth, we will announce the final four candidates for tonight's Pit Boss Grill's game MVP. You might have some sort of idea of those four gentlemen so far. We'll narrow that list down here during our third quarter this evening, and it's going to be great fun here. We should be in for a really good second half.
Absolutely. If the first half is any indication of what we're going to see in the next 24 minutes, it's going to be some great action, James. Should be a great third and fourth quarter, and we'll see who wins on TNF.
And after the conclusion of tonight's ball game, don't go anywhere, folks, because we'll have that very same Pit Boss Grill's game MVP right up here in the booth with us tonight for the post game. So it's going to be exciting. We'll chat with that young man, or maybe those young men, kind of like we had last week over at Dobson with the co-MVPs, Jordan Legg and Makai Stuber.
Oh, how great were those kids?
Guys were fantastic.
They were great kids. Bless their hearts.
Great guys over there. Coach Gottsel really doing great things there in the 6A East Valley region with the Dobson Mustangs. Out here tonight in the 4A, it's Northwest Christian and Greenway, 23-13. We're about ready for our second half.
Yeah, folks, James, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. I was going to tell folks to get on get on YouTube there in the comments and leave us a comment, or in the chat there on YouTube, I should say, and let us know where you're watching tonight's game from. We're always interested to see how far the broadcast reach, Ed. We've seen people watch from other countries across the United States, obviously, in the Caribbean. Let us know where you're watching tonight's game from. Get in the chat there on YouTube. We already know Chris Eaton's watching out there in Arizona watching us tonight. But if you're on and you're watching tonight's game, let us know where you're watching from.
With the power of technology and us being able to stream this on YouTube, it is amazing how technology has come so far, James. We can show up in a booth and we can set up and use an internet connection to do this broadcast, and Joey can be out running the camera, getting all the great 1080p shots, and you and I making the calls. It's amazing how technology has come so far, how we can broadcast a game like this with two really good programs in Greenway and Northwest Christian.
That's right. The 4A division on display here tonight at Northwest Christian High School. 23-13 our score as we get ready to begin our third quarter of action. Once again, stay with us for tonight's postgame. We'll have the Pit Boss Grill's game MVP with us following tonight's contest. We move to the third quarter.
Boom.
Back deep to receive for Greenway. It'll be number 3, Ivan Andrade, and number 4, Davari Wade. The ball's into the night sky. We're ready for our third quarter here. Thursday Night Football on the air here on the Epic Sports Network. Crossing the 25-30, 35-40. Stiff-arming a tackler and finally brought down near midfield. A gargantuan return right there for Davari Wade. Finally stopped by Gunnar Penscover on the special teams unit there for Northwest. But that is how you start the drive here in the third quarter if you're the Greenway Demons.
A little bit of trickeration. Ivan Andrade actually got the kickoff, and then he flips it to Davari Wade. Of course, he gets loose right there, gets you right up the midfield. Great start for Greenway, gets them in really good field position. Let's see what Davon Felix and his offense can do. Can they take advantage of this great field position?
1st and 10 Demons now from the 50. Right up the A-gap, plunging ahead for 4 positive yards. That's a nice play right there for Greenway. Picking up 4, it'll bring up a 2nd down and 6. A massive humanity in there. We'll see who the actual ball carrier was. It looks like it is number 3, Ivan Andrade. Once again, Andrade, 92 carries, 338-plus yards now on the season after tonight's effort, Ed, and almost a 4-yard per average tote.
Boy, James, that is some tough running to ask him to run up that A-gap in between all those big fellas, those redwoods. But Andrade, he is absolutely game for the task. He accepts and embraces that role.
2-by-1 on the outside now for Felix. Shotgun snap. He has trouble with it. Wasn't quite ready for it. Ball's on the carpet. And Felix nearly comes up with it, but Northwest Christian's number 6, the ultimate recovery of the football right there for the Crusaders. That was Marshall Gillette. And it was just a lot of trouble with the snap, Ed. That play was doomed from the get-go.
When you're down 10 and you're trying to rally back, you get a really good return on special teams, and you get a flub like that, like you did on the muffed punt. That is a situation you've got to be able to control that football. If you're Felix and you're center, that center quarterback exchange is one of the most important exchanges in a football game. And if you cannot make that exchange, it's usually plays like that happen, and it goes to the detriment of an offense and a program.
So we have number 1, Davon Felix, on the field right now for Greenway. We'll step aside with the injury timeout, and we'll come back here for more Thursday Night Football on the Epic Sports Network right after this. Stay with us.
What up, Pit Boss Nation? I am Patrick Peterson. I am a father of 2. I am married, play professional football. Very fun, outgoing guy. My daughter loved for me to cook ribs and steak. Me, honestly, I like the vertical because I'm able to put more things in there. I can get some ribs in there. I can get a pork butt in there. I can get some chicken in there. You know, I love everything about my vertical, man. How you can just adjust the temperature at ease, how the pellet is easy. Just a very, very cool grill.
Welcome back, folks. 10:57 left in the third quarter. Northwest Christian back there on offense, James.
A halfback pass now on for Northwest, and open man, it's into the end zone for the touchdown. How about that? Kyler Thruston for the Northwest Christian Crusaders. A little designed halfback pass, and they executed that one to near perfection.
They take full advantage of that Greenway turnover. One play. It takes just one play as Gunnar Penscover gets that great throw by Penscover. Actually, he connects with Kyler Thruston, one of his fellow wide receivers on the touchdown. Great play drawed up on the timeout based off of the unfortunate injury. But, of course, Davon Felix update. Davon Felix got up on his own power and walked off in his own power. So that's great to see. Number 1 is back and healthy on the sideline. So we prayed and we are happy that he is healthy and he's back on the sidelines.
Gavin Lentz on for the PAT. The hold, the kick is up and in. And now the Northwest Christian Crusaders increase their lead now over the Greenway Demons, 30-13. They're in command right now here, Ed, at home on senior night.
Taking full advantage again of that fumble recovery. Marshall Gillette gets the fumble recovery. One play, they dial up a play like that. The halfback designed roll out and throw right there from number 1 to number 13. Just a work of art as they get that touchdown pass.
The PAT up and in right there, and Northwest Christian now on top by the score of 30-13.
Wow. Just you come out. That's the start that you want, right, James? You want your defense to come out, make a play, and get your offense in really good field position, and then one play strike, your offense gets you up, and now you're up 17 with not even 2 minutes left. Not even 2 minutes into the third quarter. You're 10:49 left in the third quarter, and you're already up with a score, and you're already up 17. Great start for the Crusaders.
We've played 1 minute and 11 seconds here into the third quarter,
Wow.
and Northwest Christian with a quick strike right there after the turnover. This one fielded now by Greenway's Max Villalonga and ridden to the turf on the far side of the football field by the Northwest Christian special teams unit is Villalonga. On the stop, number 28, Braden McKinstry, as we take one more look at that kickoff and special teams open field tackle right there.
Oh, great pursuit right there. He got in through right there. He affected the movement of the returner.
I believe that was Alex Jeffries, the one making first contact over there on the Northwest Christian special teams unit. So now for Greenway, it'll be 1st and 10 Demons from their 26. Andrade now squirts out the left-hand side, and a nice pickup there for Andrade on the far side of the field for the Demons. If they can establish a running game here, Ed, and get the passing game a little bit more opened up for Devin Felix, they could get back in this ball game.
Oh, of course, a balanced offense. If you, as you mentioned, get a good running game together, you can set up your play action, and a balanced offense can really do you well for Greenway. But as you mentioned, they're down 17. You've only got a certain amount of possessions left in this game. You've got to get some scores, and you've got to get them quick.
Back to live action now. Once again, it looks to be Andrade on the call, and he is bottled up immediately there by Alex Jeffries, the 6'2" senior, and Jeffries has been a contributor all night long here for the Crusaders.
Jeffries also number 34, Gavin Lentz, the linebacker slash kicker slash punter, 5'10", 185-pounder, what we call an athlete.
3rd down and 2 here upcoming for Greenway. Possession play for the Demons. A little inside counter right there. They give it to Matthew Johansson, and he is bottled up there almost immediately by the Northwest Christian defense. A swarm of Crusader tacklers in there on the hunt.
Number 75, Walker Wisely was in there. Number 55, Zach Johnson. And if you're the Crusaders defense, you'll take that all day, every day. Let them run up the A-gap because you've got guys that can flood that zone and make it hard for those running backs to break off anything because they've got size and they've got girth. They know how to surround a running back and keep him in the pocket.
4th and 2 here for Greenway. Felix on the scramble. Flag flies. He throws down the near side. It's almost complete. The intended target, Davari Wade. And unfortunately for Greenway, or fortunately for Greenway, that penalty is probably going to go against Northwest Christian, but we'll see if it's a hold against the Demons.
Yeah, it is.
It is a hold, so Northwest Christian will decline the penalty. Let's take a look at the replay right here. And how about the throw there from Felix? He scrambles out of trouble right there, and there's the hold right there.
Yep. They got number 56, Anthony Fajardo.
So that's an unfortunate turn of events right there for Greenway, and now the Northwest Christian Crusaders will take over on downs, leading by the score of 30-13, 9:25 remaining here in our third quarter. Ashton Camp once again at the helm for the Crusaders. 3-by-1 on the outside for Camp. Grant Gibson is the lone setback. Gibson comes near side with it. He has finally wrestled out of bounds just in front of the Northwest Christian bench by a host of Greenway tacklers, but a nice pickup right there for number 20, Grant Gibson.
Gibson got that because of number 18, Alex Jeffries. Watch this block right here. There's number 18 right there. He's going to come right up there, seal it off right there. There he is. Gets that block right there. That allowed Gibson to get out there. If he did not seal that block right there, Gibson may not have gotten those yardage. So number 18, I love the way wide receivers block for their running backs.
That's the telltale sign of a really good wide receiver, Ed, especially when they know they're not going to get the football. What are they doing?
Selfless play.
Blocking down the field.
You play for your brothers.
2nd and 9 here upcoming. Camp, a high snap. He controls it, gets it down, and gets it into the arms of Marshall Gillette. And Gillette about breaking tackles there as he crosses the 30-yard line. Joseph Cordero on the stop finally for Greenway, but not before Gillette is able to rip off some positive yardage.
One of the tougher catches for Gillette. He shedded that tackle from number 21, and number 5 was able to get in there. Max Valalanga got in there for that tackle. Also, number 11 did get back there. Aiden Murphy.
Fantastic effort play right there for Northwest Christian. Adon Murphy plunges his way ahead for on the stop there for Greenway. So now it's 1st down and 10 for Northwest Christian. They pick up the quick hitter there. Sorry we missed that last play, but Northwest now in business. 1st down and 10 from their own 24-yard, from the Greenway 24-yard line. 2-by-2 on the outside now for Ashton Camp. Gibson, the lone setback. They fire it to the far side to Thruston. He's off to the races. Thruston nearly gets around the corner, and he's finally forced out of bounds on the far side by number 20 for the Greenway Demons, Matthew Lujano. And that was a great play on the far side over there by Lujano. But it was good for a Northwest Christian 1st down. One more look at the play right here.
That'll definitely get it done. Hits him right up there in the flat. Again, more blocking. Number 42 was blocked off right there. That was Robert Mendoza, the would-be tackler that would have tried to get to the wide receiver, but the wide receiver is blocking, sealing off edges, allowing their wide receivers to get those extra yards because you have that freedom to run down the football field because your brothers are blocking for you.
Credit to Lujano on that one. That was a touchdown-saving tackle right there for Greenway. 1st and goal here for the Crusaders and Ashton Camp. Camp now empty set from the shotgun. Gives it to Gibson. He comes near side with it, and he is wrestled to the turf there. A great job in pursuit by the Greenway defense. Knifing in, among others, was number 34, Jaden Orona Kalavi. One more look at that play right there. That was a great job penetrating and getting into that Northwest Christian backfield.
It was. I was wondering what Deacon player was going to be able to go in there and stop the bleeding because obviously it's a gashing wound right now for the Greenway Demons.
Great pursuit right there. Back to live action. Camp now from the shotgun. Pressure comes. He escapes the pressure, somehow climbs the pocket and gets his way back across the 10-yard line. How about the athleticism right there for Ashton Camp?
On a broken play, Ashton Camp saw that there was really nothing there, and his offensive line kind of broke down around him. Sees it right there. He's got the pressure coming from his left and his right side, so he was able to get away from that pressure and get those extra, get something positive, get up the field somehow, and keep the drive alive.
Down to the 7-yard line now. 3rd and goal here for Northwest. Camp rolls. He fires toward the end zone. High point in the football, and coming down with it is number 2, Grant McWilliams. What a play right there for McWilliams. And you talk about high point in the football, that was a thing of beauty on the edge right there for the Crusaders.
It was.
A high snap there for Camp. And he hauled that one in, just came down short of the line to gain. Back to live action. They plunge ahead, and they stop him short. Knifing in is Nathaniel Tupou. Seth Busby on the carry right there for Northwest Christian, but some kind of defensive play right there for the Greenway Demons. They hold them out.
Great job by the Demons defense getting that stop on 4th and goal. They needed that desperately. Down 17. That was a way, as we mentioned, to stop that gaping wound. You stop it on 4th and 1. You get your possession. You get Davon Felix and their offense back out there and see what happens. But the defense did their part.
Great job there by Greenway. They really needed that one right there, Ed. Plenty of time left in the ball game with 5:55 remaining here in the 3rd, but Greenway had to have that stop. So now they start deep in their own territory. 2-by-2 on the outside now for Davon Felix. Felix barks out the signals to his troops. Andrade, the lone setback right behind him. Movement up front as he sends Davari Wade in motion. False start is the call, so that'll be penalized half the distance to the goal line, Ed. So that might be the shortest play or penalty play of the night for Greenway.
Looked like it might be on number 77, Kyle Barnes. Judging by his body movement, he looked like he was the guilty party on that one, the center.
5:55 remaining here in our third quarter. The Crusaders of Northwest Christian on top 30-13. Shotgun snap to Felix. He's going to go over the middle with it. The intended target, number 16, Matthew Johansson. Great job in coverage right there for Northwest Christian. And Felix felt like he had to go to the air with that one. Cole Martin in coverage right there for Northwest Christian. One more look at the play here.
Even though it wasn't a completion, I like the way that Davon Felix is trying to test this secondary for Northwest Christian. He sits back there and he absolutely just launches that football into the night. And it was just a little bit too long for number 16, Matthew Johansson. But at least they're trying. I like the fact that they're still giving it that college. They have to give it that effort.
A handoff right up the middle. And that is a safety. Number 3 gets the tote, Ivan Andrade. And unfortunately, he is not able to get himself out of the end zone. And that will be a safety. Credited to number 33, Seth Busby. Have a play, young man. Great job on defense.
Penetration, getting through there. The desire, the will to get in there and stop the running back in the end zone. They knew if they stopped him, they get a safety. They get 2 more free points. Now it's 32-13, so the lead increases to 19. Love that defensive pressure, getting in there, James, and making stops in the end zone, getting those TFLs, getting those safeties, getting 2 free extra points. I love the way the Crusaders defense played. Number 33, great job, Seth Busby.
It's all about taking the points when you can get them. 32-13 our score. Northwest Christian now in command here at home on senior night. Thursday night football on the air here on the Epic Sports Network. Ed Cole, we've got to make our final 4 predictions or final 4 top 4 choices for tonight's Pit Boss Grill's Game MVP. We have 5 minutes and 42 seconds until folks can get online and vote for that very MVP candidate. There'll be 2 representatives from each team.
That's right, folks. Get on Epic Sports AZ on Twitter. James is feverishly typing up the tweet right now to get ready to send it out. We'll have it up for about 10 or 15 minutes, let you guys get some votes on who you think the Pit Boss Grill's Game MVP will be.
Fielded at the 40-yard line by Penscover, and he is belted right there by the special teams unit of Greenway, led by Cameron Duran, the sophomore, with a beast mode play there for the Demons. One more look at that right here.
Crusaders in great field position at the 45-yard line inside Demons territory.
Greenway now, defending the football at the Northwest Christian 45-yard line. 5:37 remaining here in our first half. 32-13 our score. The Crusaders on top of the Demons. Camp has trouble once again with the snap. The ball's loose. Greenway says they have it. And they do indeed have the football, Ed. Number 52 on the recovery there for Greenway. And that is Oshana Keogh. Keogh with 27 tackles on the season, 2.5 sacks, and that right there is a gem that he's going to really want to watch later. Great play, young man.
It is. We saw the Demons struggle with that with Davon Felix with his moves between the center and the center quarterback exchange. Now we see it happen with Northwest Christian with their center quarterback exchange, and it goes Greenway's way as they get their recovery. Great job by number 52, Oshana Keogh, being the guy who falls on the football, gets the ball back for the Demons offense.
Greenway now with the football from their own 47.
Didn't see it coming.
Andrade not expecting that pass right there from Davon Felix. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 coming here for Greenway.
As you see Felix and Andre kind of talking right there, Andre did not see that ball coming. He was still running his route. He was still peeling out to the left, and he did not see that ball coming until the very last second. Luckily for him, it could have turned disastrous. It could have been a potential turnover right there. But, yeah, that's just a running back and quarterback just not exchanging.
Ball at the 48-yard line now for Greenway. Davon Felix in the shotgun. 3-by-1 on the outside. 3 receivers to the top of the screen now for Greenway. Northwest Christian showing blitz. They peel back. They bring the blitz up the A-gap. They clear it out and complete the ball at the 45-yard line. 13 on 13 right there. Elvis Oxier defended that time by Kyler Thruston from Northwest Christian. Let's take one more look at that play right here, Ed.
Third and 5. Big down for the Deacons right there, for the Demons.
3rd and 5, possession play right here for Greenway. They got to have this one. They got to keep the football moving and get into that end zone. Felix looks to throw. Pressure comes up the middle. He's going to call his own number. He's got a block route in front that's on Drade across the 35, and a very nice pickup right there for the quarterback, Davon Felix. And he gets hit hard out of bounds, and he appears to be hurt right there, Ed. Let's take one more look at that play. That was an unbelievable run right there by Felix, and we will hope that he will get up under his own power here very shortly.
Yeah, it looks like he's on his knees right now, but Davon Felix is just getting that physical pressure. He's been taking a beating right now. He's getting up right now, so he's kind of limping off the sidelines. His trainers are coming over there. But Felix peels off in that run right there. Andre gets that block right there, and he takes a shot right there right as he goes to the sidelines. So his trainer is kind of working with him to get him over there. Ashton Camp.
We'll step aside for the injury timeout here and come right back for more Epic Sports Network's presentation of Thursday Night Football. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
My name is Archie Bradley, current Major League pitcher for the Philadelphia Phillies. If I had to give a list of who the best was out of Archie the pitcher, Archie the griller, Archie the hunter, I'm unfortunately going to have to fall back on my baseball skills. Being a professional athlete, the food that I put into my body is very, very important. When I was younger, I may not have paid as much attention to it, but as I've been fortunate enough to keep playing year in and year out, I've put a lot more time and effort into making sure my diet and the food I put into my body is exactly what I need.
Welcome back to Northwest Christian High School here in Phoenix. Our score, the Crusaders 32 and the Demons 13. 4:39 remaining here in our third. Greenway's football from the 33. Andrade on the carry. A new quarterback into the ballgame. It's Adhan Murphy, the 6 foot, 208-pound senior. He gives way to Andrade on that play right there. So now number 11 in the ballgame at the helm. The middle linebacker for Greenway in at quarterback. A gain of 4 on the play, 2nd and 6. Andrade now squirts out the left-hand side. And coming up there to lay a block is the quarterback. And you love to see that right there, Ed Cole, coming up and blocking for your ball carrier.
And that's the advantage of being 6 foot 208, that you can lay blocks like that if you're Adon Murphy.
Murphy there from the shotgun. We mentioned the size, 6 foot 208, and he is not afraid to step up and block somebody right there.
Yeah, took that shot on number 45, Josiah Huseman.
Back to live action now. 3rd and 1 here for the Demons. He's going to call his own number. Murphy through the B gap right there, and he has a nice head of steam on the stop for Northwest Christian. That was Marshall Gillette. And a fantastic play right there for Greenway. They are really going up-tempo right here. Let's take one more look at that last one.
Yeah, you kind of have to. Being down 19 with 3:15 left in the third quarter, you've got to play some up-tempo football. You've got to be able to get scores and get them quickly because you're down 19. Again, those possessions are at a premium, and they only come so often in the second half. You've got to take advantage of them as quickly as possible when you're down 19.
Murphy gets the snap, hands off to Andrade. And Andrade with a nice head of steam. He plunges ahead for positive yardage there for the Greenway Demons. And they are getting ever closer to the end zone now, Ed. 2:48 remaining here in our third. They want to make this a football game.
Close is good, James. And the end zone will be better if you're Greenway.
One more look at the previous play right there.
Yeah, Murphy hands off to Andrade. He continues the fight, as you mentioned, right through that gap and trying to get those positive yards, get those extra yards.
On the counter, this is number 16, plunging his way into the end zone for the Greenway touchdown. Matthew Johansson in there for the Demons. And the blocking up front was beautiful right there on the counter, and that allowed number 16 to plunge his way into the end zone for the score. How about it?
Just right up that gap right there. He hands off to Johansson. He takes it off of left tackle, left guard. He continues to fight off those defenders and right into the end zone. He stays upright, which is the great thing. Nobody was able to get his legs and take him down, so Johansson was able to stay upright and avoid those tacklers and get into the end zone for a touchdown Greenway desperately needed.
Johansson stays on the field now for the PAT after he scores the touchdown. And now, with 2 minutes and 21 seconds remaining here in our third quarter, Greenway now back with a nice response right there. The score 32-20 now. The Demons trailing by 12 here. Once again, 2 minutes and 21 seconds remaining here in our third quarter.
Okay, so if you're Greenway, you got your score. You got your touchdown. Your offense got you in there, so now it's on your defense to bail you out now. So let's see what Greenway can do defensively. What the Demons defense can do against Northwest Christian. Can they get a stop, get the offense back, potentially get another score, and make it even closer?
We got a good one for you here tonight, folks. Don't forget, get on Twitter. Follow us at Epic Sports AZ, and you can vote for tonight's Pit Boss Grills Game MVP. That'll be coming your way here in just a couple more minutes. At the start of our fourth quarter, there'll be 2 choices from the Greenway Demons and 2 choices for the Northwest Christian Crusaders. Back deep to receive for Northwest. That is the dangerous 13, Kyler Thruston. Number 1 has it coming near side. That's Penscover, and he is upended right there by a big 50. Actually, that was number 12, Kevin Johansson on the stop right there for Greenway. And so now Northwest Christian is deep in their own territory. This is an excellent opportunity for Greenway to rise up defensively here and get a stop, as you talked about just a minute ago, Ed.
It really is, but the onus is on this Demons defense to get this stop, turn the ball over, have Northwest Christian kick the ball back to your offense, and see what they can do, because we'll see what happens with Davon Felix. That is going to be one of the key things for the Demons offense going forward. Will Felix come back? Is he healthy again, or will they roll back out Aiden Murphy again?
Camp now looks to throw. The southpaw fires over the middle. It's complete to Grant McWilliams. McWilliams with run to run crosses the 35-40 and finally brought down to the turf by number 12, Kevin Johansson. But what a play right there for Northwest Christian. They get out of the hole there deep in their own territory. Nice play.
Camp sees McWilliams right wide open over the middle. He completes that pass. Sees him right there. Completes it. He's wide open. Nobody around him. And then it's off to the races. McWilliams gets those racks. The run after the catch, and also the yaks, the yards after the catch, things we love to hear and offense loves to hear.
The rack and the yak, that's what it's all about, Ed. Absolutely. Ball now at the 41-yard line for Northwest Christian. First down and 10 Crusaders, 141 and counting here in our third quarter. Thruston in motion, play fake. Camp goes to the air. He's got a man at the 40. It's complete. Thruston on the reception, crosses the 30-yard line, and what a fantastic play right there for Northwest Christian. They are matriculating the football down the field right here, Ed.
Another high snap, but Ashton Camp pulled it in, kept it within himself, saw that number 13 was open, Kyler Thruston, and he got the ball. Did the ball fake actually to Thruston, and he just rolled out. He saw him peel off right there, and he got that separation from number 2, Nathaniel Tupou, and he got that completion, and he got them to all those yards. Great connection from the quarterback to the wide receiver, number 7 to number 13.
A little bit more yak, my friend, right there for Northwest Christian. Ball at the 30-yard line now of the Demons. Going in now, Northwest Christian, 1st down and 10. Camp in the shotgun, 2-by-2 on the outside. Pressure comes. He goes to the air with it. He's got a man. It's nearly hauled in by Gunnar Penscover, but just a little bit too much air underneath that football right there, and Penscover unable to haul that one in.
Oh, my gosh. That was a good throw. Penscover could have got a little bit more separation from those defensive backs. He may have caught that ball. But if Camp would have put a little bit less mustard on there, he felt the pressure a little bit coming from his left side. He just threw it up there. Oh, man. Penscover was so close to catching that, right?
Close, but no
cigar.
dice, unfortunately.
No dice for you, no cigar for me.
So 2nd down here with 51 seconds remaining. The pressure comes from the far side. He has to dump it off, and Camp was under duress that time. Heavy pressure applied by number 52 for Greenway, Oshana Keogh, among others for the Demons.
And if you're the Demons defense, that's what you have to do. You have to get pressure on Ashton Camp. You've got to flush him out and find a way to bring him down or force a turnover, force incompletions like they did right there. It's all about getting that pressure. Number 52, you see him come over there and force him into uncharacteristic things that Ashton Camp does not want to do, like an incompletion like that. So great job by number 52 getting that pressure and forcing the incompletion.
3rd down possession play here for Northwest. Camp looks to throw. Number 1 in the air. He high points the football and brings it down just short of the goal line. Gunnar Penscover on the reception right there for the Crusaders. And what a play for Northwest Christian. They are knocking on the door once again.
Ashton Camp is seeing things. He's seeing matchups that he wants to exploit, and he exploited it right there as he gets ready to take the snap right there and out of the shotgun snap, actually in the pistol. Kind of rolls back right there. Waits, looks to his right, looks to his left, and he throws the ball right up there with Penscover. Extended his body, extended his arms out there, and made that catch. Great extension and catch by number 1.
High pointing the football. That was a thing of beauty. We got a loose soccer ball or maybe a volleyball down there in the end zone, Ed. But our AIA officiating crew here tonight has got that taken care of. 1st down and goal now for the Crusaders. Camp in the shotgun. Grant Gibson also in the backfield. 5 seconds remaining as the clock winds down here in the 3rd quarter. And they will not get another playoff. We go to our 4th and final quarter. Our score, the Northwest Christian Crusaders 32 and the Greenway Demons 20. Make sure and get on Twitter. Follow us at Epic Sports AZ so you can vote for that Pit Boss Grills game MVP. That tweet will be going out right now, and we encourage you to get on there and vote. We'll be back here for the 4th and final quarter from Northwest Christian High School in Phoenix. Right after this, you're watching Thursday Night Football here on the Epic Sports Network. Stay with us.
My name is Archie Bradley, current Major League pitcher for the Philadelphia Phillies. If I had to give a list of who the best was out of Archie the pitcher, Archie the griller, Archie the hunter, I'm unfortunately going to have to fall back on my baseball skills. Being a professional athlete, the food that I put into my body is very, very important. When I was younger, I may not have paid as much attention to it, but as I've been fortunate enough to keep playing year in and year out, I've put a lot more time and effort into making sure my diet and the food I put into my body is exactly what I need.
Taylor's Pools. You can trust Taylor to take great care of your pool and ensure your complete satisfaction. From weekly cleanings to one-time cleanings, from pool draining to pool refilling, he does it all. Green to clear transformations, repairs, and new equipment installations. Trust your pool to Taylor's Pools. Call 623-200-2788. That's 623-200-2788. Taylor's Pools, a proud partner of Thursday Night Football.
Folks, welcome back. 4th quarter action. 12 minutes left in the game. Northwest Christians up 32-20 over the Demons of Greenway. Ed Cole here with the Epic Sports Network on Thursday Night Football, the voice of Thursday Night Football. James Poovey is typing feverishly to get this tweet out for you for the Pit Boss Grills Game MVP. We've got 4 young men that are going to be lined up, some great young men who's played really well so far, as Northwest Christian is lining up inside the red zone deep in Demons territory. They're trying to punch it in and get another score as they're up 12 points right now. Number 7, Ashton Camp, the quarterback, is back there in the pistol again. He's got a man in motion. He fakes the handoff to his running back, and he runs off to the left side. Gets a yard or two before he's brought down by number 12, Kevin Johansson, and others. Oh, I'll take the phone, James. Yeah, you make the call. I'll continue the tweets. This is how we work things, folks. We do social media. We do all this for you.
It is a team effort up here, folks. Let me tell you what. We got 3 of the hardest working guys up here in the booth right now. One of them outside the booth, Joey Mascaro, also spotting for us here tonight as well. So a concerted team effort here from Northwest Christian High School on the Epic Sports Network. 32-20 our score. The Crusaders on top of the Demons. And right now, Northwest Christian knocking on that proverbial door once again. 2-by-1 on the outside now for Camp. High snap. He puts it in the belly, calls his own number, and into the end zone for the touchdown. Number 7, Ashton Camp, calls his own number and scores the Northwest Christian Crusaders touchdown. How about it?
Call your own number inside the red zone, inside deep in the territory. As we get, number 13 was in motion. Kyler Thruston went out on the left side in motion, and the quarterback, Ashton Camp, calls his own number, as James says, raises up his left hand in the end zone, knowing he made the right call. He got in the end zone right up the middle, and he got the score, putting the Crusaders up 19.
Folks, get on Twitter. Follow us at Epic Sports AZ. You can now vote for that Pit Boss Grills Game MVP. 4 candidates up there, 2 respective candidates from each team. Our score now with 11-11 remaining here in our 4th quarter. The home Northwest Christian Crusaders now on top of the Greenway Demons by the score of 39-20.
Great response by Northwest Christian off that Matthew Johansson touchdown run in the 3rd quarter, so they respond with a score of their own to start off the 4th quarter. Great start for them. They started off really well in the 3rd quarter, so they start off the 4th quarter really well as Camp runs it up in for a touchdown, putting them up 19, giving them a little bit more distance over the Demons.
Folks, get on Twitter. Follow us at Epic Sports AZ. Vote for tonight's Pit Boss Grills Game MVP. Once again, 4 total candidates, 2 available from each side for you to vote on. So whether you're a Greenway or Northwest Christian fan, get on there. It's a fan-voted Game MVP, and your vote counts. We'll have that Game MVP with us in the postgame tonight right up here in the broadcast booth.
Yeah, James.
At least that's the hope.
Yeah, that's the hope. Joey will go down there and get him.
Oh, yeah.
We got 2 guys last week at Dobson. We'll get him tonight.
A festive scene here tonight on the Epic Sports Network. The kick is away and into the end zone for the touchback.
Yeah, folks, if you get on at Epic Sports AZ and you look at the 4 guys, the 4 young men that are up for this Pit Boss Grills Game MVP, one of them just scored. That would be Ashton Camp. He is one of the 4 young men that is up for that MVP award, who could be up here in the booth with James and I and Joey doing this interview. So it very well could be Kyler Thruston. It could be Ashton Camp. It could be Ivan Andrade or Davon Felix. Any one of those young men could be up here with us, but it depends on you to get that vote out. So go back on Epic Sports at Epic Sports AZ and get your vote in for the Pit Boss Grills Game MVP.
Get in there and vote. You got 12 minutes left. Under 12 to play here in the 4th. A missile fired there from Greenway's Eden Murphy. The intended receiver was number 4, Davari Wade. It falls incomplete. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 upcoming here for the Demons.
I'm going to try to look on the sidelines to see if I can see where Felix is. I don't know if – yeah, Felix is on the sidelines. He's got his helmet, James. I don't know if they're going to try to put him back in here. I don't know if head coach Ed Cook would even put him back in here. What do you think?
I don't think so at this point, Ed. It seems to be the game is
you're down 19.
Almost out of hand at this point. I wouldn't definitely risk any further injury to Devin Felix, but it is his senior season, so I understand how that is as well, wanting to get in there and play and contribute all you can to your football team. That pass falls incomplete. The intended target that time was Corbin Lizarraga for Greenway. 11:03 to play here in the 4th. 39-20, the Crusaders on top of the Demons.
Yeah, Felix is on the sidelines. He's still got his pads on. He's holding his helmet. I don't know if Coach Cook would even bring him back in there, or he'll just go ahead and roll with Aiden Murphy for the rest of the game. As you mentioned, it may not be even worth it to try to chance bringing Felix back in.
Murphy now from the shotgun surveys the field. He goes over the middle. It's complete at the 37-yard line. A missile into the breadbasket for Greenway's Matthew Johansson, and that was a beautiful pitch and catch right there for the Demons. What a play.
It really was. We'll look at it on the replay, but Aiden Murphy just sits back there in the pistol. He gets the snap. He gets the snap from his center, number 77, Kyle Barnes. Looks back there, just throws it right over the middle. Great throw to number 16, Matthew Johansson, who was wide open there over the middle. They usually find those guys wide open over the middle, and he did right there for the completion.
2-by-1 on the outside now. Just south of the American flag, the intended target, number 13, Elvis Auxier. And in coverage there for Northwest Christian, that was Gavin Lentz. 2nd and 10 now after no gain on the play. 10:34 remaining here in the 4th. Don't forget, get on Epic Sports AZ on Twitter and vote for tonight's Pit Boss Grill's game MVP. You got about 9 minutes left. 2nd and 10 here for Greenway from their own 45. Firing on the slant, the intended target, number 4, Davari Wade. It falls incomplete. And now a big 3rd down here for Greenway if they want to try to stay in this football game.
Well, that was a strong throw from Aiden Murphy to number 4, Davari Wade. Just maybe a little bit too strong. Davari Wade couldn't bring it in because he threw, we always, frozen rope is one of those phrases that we use. That was definitely a frozen rope. A little bit too strong, a little bit too powerful of a throw by Murphy to Wade.
Well, you got to like the way Murphy sets his feet back there in the pocket, Ed, able to deliver that football with a very large amount of confidence and power.
And you see why he plays middle linebacker for this football team? Goodness.
You love to see your quarterback as a middle linebacker. 3-by-1 now for Murphy. He's going to load up again and throw. The intended target was number 4, Davari Wade. There's a penalty flag on the play. Could it be a late hit on the quarterback?
Yeah, it was.
It is indeed personal foul, roughing the passer.
I think they got
against Northwest Christian. Let's see if we can't get a look at it here if we caught that replay in time.
Yeah, sorry, James. I think Josiah Huseman got called on that number 45. Let's see if that shows up on the replay.
So we did not catch that in time, unfortunately, to give you a replay on that. And when I say we, I mean me. Ball spotted at the 40-yard line. 39-20 our score. 10:25 remaining here in the 4th. Greenway moving the football now after the Northwest Christian penalty.
And they'll take those 15 yards, won't they, James?
You better believe they will. 3-by-1 on the outside now for Murphy. Andrade, the lone setback. He surveys the field. He's got great protection. He's got a man open, and getting up there for the PBU, that is Mr. Do Everything here tonight for Northwest Christian, Kyler Thruston. And Thruston once again with an amazing play on defense there for the Crusaders.
And on cue, that could be your winner of the Pit Boss Grills game MVP. Kyler Thruston is one of the 4 young men in the running for that MVP vote and to come up here and interview with us. So, again, get on at Epic Sports AZ and get your votes in. You've got about 7 minutes left to vote for Kyler Thruston. He's one of the 4 young men in there. So get your votes in at Epic Sports AZ for the Pit Boss Grills game MVP.
Right now, Thruston leading the way with 80% of the vote. Murphy now with a nice pocket. He climbs the pocket. He's going to call his own number out across the 30-yard line. And he is finally ridden down to the turf right there by the Northwest Christian defense. That was 34, Gavin Lentz. And not before Murphy moves the chains for the Greenway Demons.
One of the strengths of Demons middle linebacker, now quarterback Aiden Murphy, is his strength. He steps up in the pocket. He looks strong in the pocket, right? He sees breaking down. He sees nobody around him. So he's like, okay, I'm going to call my number 11. And because he's a middle linebacker, he's built for taking that kind of punishment and those kind of hits when he gets tackled.
1st down and 10 now. Murphy's going to roll out to his right. He fires. And the ball is batted away by number 6 out there in coverage for Northwest Christian. And I tell you what, this guy's having himself a heck of a game as well, Marshall Gillette.
Absolutely. Yes, he is. Number 6 is all over the place. He's having a game, as you mentioned, 6'1", 185-pound sophomore. Only a sophomore.
A sophomore.
Sophomore.
You see, once again, Murphy rolling out to his right there. He had a target, but the effort on right there for Gillette. 2nd and 10 now here for Greenway. Andrade, the lone setback. Pressure comes off the edge. He fires over the middle. It's intercepted by Northwest Christian, and he is going to be off to the races. He's tripped up there and finally falls to the turf at the 50-yard line. But how about that play right there? Josiah Huseman on the INT for Northwest Christian. Have a look.
Talk about team defense. Number 34, Gavin Lentz, was the man that got the pressure on Aiden Murphy. As you see, there he is. Comes right off that left side on him, forces him to throw the ball away. He heard those steps coming all the way, Murphy did, and he threw the ball right to Josiah Huseman, who was right there for the interception. The INT picks it off. Great job, Joey, on the 1080p coverage. Love that,
Joey
brother.
Mascaro with a very well-deserved smile there with a fantastic camera angle for you folks right there.
But, James, great defense, right?
Oh, outstanding defense at the right time
defense.
right there. That's what
Yes.
you want.
Yes.
And now you take command of this football game here at home on senior night, 39-20. The Crusaders on top by 19. Get online, folks. Vote for that Pit Boss Girls game MVP. You got about 3 minutes left. Alex Jeffries gets the call that time for Northwest Christian, doing a nice job knifing through on defense for the Greenway Demons.
For the Crusaders, James, it's been a all thirds of a football team playing really well today. Offense obviously got 39 points. Defense only holding the Demons to 20 points, and special teams have played really well on the kickoffs and the extra points and everything. It's been a total team effort at this point with 8:52 left in the game. What it seems like it's going to be a victory for Northwest Christian. What it seems like.
A loss of 2 on the play. Put down the TFL right there for Greenway. Coming near side with it now, it is Grant Gibson, and he is bottled up right there on the edge. A fantastic play with outside contain at a premium there for the Greenway defense. A great job closing in there on the edge.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they had to make that stop on number 20. But if you're Northwest Christian, what you want to do right now, you don't want to turn the ball over. You want to keep that running game established with number 20, Grant Gibson. Continue to run the football, play smart football, let that clock run because you're up 19. There's no reason for you to try to do anything foolish or try to do anything super. Don't try to be Superman right now.
Right.
You've got a 19-point lead, 8 minutes left in the game. There's no need to try to do anything over the top.
A turn and run there. The southpaw fires, and it's complete at the 35-yard line on the far side of the football field. Kyler Thruston on the reception there for the Northwest Christian Crusaders. And Thruston, let me tell you, this guy is having himself a ball game.
He is. And, of course, folks, again, get on at Epic Sports AZ. Kyler Thruston is one of the 4 young men up for Pit Boss Girls game MVP. About 3 minutes left. He is leading right now with 83% of the vote. And there's a reason why he's leading with 83% of the vote, because he makes catches like that, James.
Chances are we're going to be talking to that gentleman up here in the booth following tonight's contest. 7 minutes and 54 seconds remaining of football here in the fourth quarter. First down and 10 now, Crusaders from the Greenway 38-yard line. Dead ball foul, delay of game is the call. Much to the chagrin of Coach Dave Ennis, but his team on top here by the score of 39-20, and they've played a really sound, fundamental football game here tonight, Ed.
They have. And when things like that happen, that's what gets Coach Ennis upset, because they have played an outstanding game of football at this point. And, of course, he's going to get upset by every little thing that goes wrong. He's like, we know, I coached you up on this. We practiced this all week long, and you still do this?
We've been over this, guys.
We've been over
Come on.
this.
Now, a problem with the snap right there, and Greenway just a jailbreak blitz on that time. And they have a nice loss on the play, but unfortunately for Greenway, the clock continues to roll. 7:40 and counting here in the fourth.
Should this lead hold, James, it'll be a good win for Northwest Christian. Their second win inside the 4A West Valley. That'll give them win number 4. They'll end up 4-7 on the season.
4-7 on the season, and they will go to 2-2 in the section play if they are able to continue this here tonight. Second and long now upcoming here for Northwest. 2-1 on the outside now for Camp. Number 20 gets the call, and he hits the gas. Grant Gibson with a nice head of steam right there for Northwest Christian, and this guy has got some absolute jets.
Yes, he does. Again, back there in the pistol, Gibson's right behind him. This is one of those delayed handoffs. As he's waiting for the snap, he gets it. Hands off, and then he just goes right up at that gap. He goes actually off left guard and left tackle. Just a great piece of running by number 20, Grant Gibson.
And how about those big boys up front paving the way for their running back? 3rd down and 11 here upcoming for Northwest Christian.
Number 76, Jonathan Bowen, and number 75, Walker Wisely, making that play for number 20.
Pressure comes up the A-gap. That pressure applied once again by Greenway's big Oshana Keogh, and this guy has been very effective here tonight for the Greenway Demons. One more look at the fantastic defensive play right there for Keogh.
Wow, it was a jailbreak pretty much defensively against Camp right there, wasn't it?
It was. 2 minutes left to vote here in tonight's Pit Boss Grills game MVP. We're leading the way right now. Once again, Kyler Thruston with 83% of the vote. Quarterback Devin Felix for Greenway checking in second place with 17%. 4th down now. Greenway will receive the punt from Northwest Christian. Back deep to receive. It appears to be Marshall Gillette. They'll kick it away from Gillette. And Thruston down there trying to make a play at the goal line, but it trickles into the end zone for the touchback. But you got to applaud the effort right there all night long from Kyler Thruston.
That was great.
Unbelievable.
Great job. He tried his best to try to get that ball and knock it back out of the end zone. So the final results are in, folks. We will be talking to the man that made that play, that nearly made that play, Kyler Thruston, number 13, wide receiver for the Northwest Christian Crusader. He wins with 83% of the votes. So thank you, folks, everyone who came in and voted at Epic Sports AZ for the Pit Boss Grills game MVP. We would love to have number 13 up here, as Joey will go get him after the game, and we'll talk to Kyler Thruston, who's had a phenomenal game tonight.
It's going to be great to talk to him. I can't wait to chat with that young man following the contest here tonight. That ball caroms into the night sky, and it's somehow hauled back in by number 11, Adam Murphy. And ultimately, it looks like now the Northwest Christian Crusaders eventually come up with the football.
Yeah, James, that was number 6, Marshall Gillette, got that interception. We're going to run that replay back?
We're going to have to run that back. I don't know if I caught it, though, in time there, Ed. There was so much going on that play. We're going to take one more look and see what we got here in the replay bank.
If not, I saw number 6 come out with the Marshall Gillette. Yep, there he is.
Well, we see that part of it anyway, right?
Right. Did Marshall come down with it, or did somebody else? But Gillette, he came out with the football, so we'll give him credit for it.
He did indeed. So now it's 1st down and 10 for Northwest Christian. 6:09 remaining here in the 4th. Camp goes under center now. The toss on the outside to Gibson. I love that right there, Ed. Old school football, under center. Let's go toss right. Everybody cover up a man up front, and let's run the rock.
That's right.
Here it is.
We're going to pound you into submission. We're going to run the football. We're telling you where we're going because we're setting up number 18 and number 55 back there. Number 18, Alex Jeffries, 55, Zach Johnson, and they kick the ball out to number 20, Grant Gibson. Just as you mentioned, old school power football.
Nice job there getting the edge by number 18, Alex Jeffries. 5.5 to play here from Northwest Christian High School in Phoenix. We're just off the corner of 43rd Avenue and Bell.
Not too far from our homes, James.
Oh, I'll be home in 1 minute, my friend. I can't wait. On the edge right there, once again, Mr. Do-It-All. And he's still talking noise into the 4th quarter. That's Kyler Thruston. One more look at the play right here.
Third down and 10. As we see Camp get the snap, gets the ball out to Thruston. Thruston gets out there in the open field. Number 21, great open field tackle, Joseph Cordero, the cornerback. Great job of wrapping up Thruston's legs and bringing him down for the tackle.
4:40 and counting here in the 4th. So glad you joined us here this evening on the Epic Sports Network. Congratulations again to our Pit Boss Grills game MVP, Kyler And with room to run, that was Alex Jeffries, but he couldn't haul it in. Great job in coverage right there for Greenway and the defense.
Yeah, number 11, Aiden Murphy was also out there, the middle linebacker / quarterback. He's back out there on defense on his normal assignment. But, yeah, that was just an unfortunate throw. I'm sure that Kemp would love to have had that back. Oh, just outside of the extended arms of number 18. If he could have brought that in, he may have scored on that. But number 11, of course, Murphy was with him stride for stride, so he may have tackled him.
Now on for the field goal attempt. This will be Gavin Lentz. A 28-yarder. It's up and good. The Northwest Christian Crusaders extend their lead here in the fourth quarter with 4 minutes and 19 seconds remaining. The Crusaders now on top of the Greenway Demons by the score of 42-20. We'll step aside and take a short time out here on the Epic Sports Network and come right back for more Thursday Night Football right after this.
With Pit Boss. Or don't homegate with Pit Boss. Go long. Long cooks, that is. Or just, you know. Don't fumble the barbecue. Homegate with Pit Boss. pitboss-grills.com.
Folks, welcome back. 4:19 left in the fourth quarter here at Northwest Christian High School. Crusaders up 42-20 over the Demons of Greenway. Ed Cole here with the Epic Sports Network. Back to the voice of Thursday Night Football, James Poovey.
A little worm burner right there off the foot of Northwest Christian. It trickles over the goal line and into the end zone for the Greenway touchback. 4 minutes and 19 seconds remaining here in our fourth and final quarter. The Crusaders on top 42-20. Once again, congratulations to the Pit Boss Grills game MVP, number 13, Kyler Thruston. Is it Thruston or Thruston? We're going to figure that out in the postgame.
I heard Thruston on the other side of this wall to my left. I heard them say Thruston.
Then, yes, probably Thruston.
So if it is Thruston, Kyler, we so apologize for saying your name wrong all night, Kyler.
But we promise we'll get it right in the postgame.
Mr. and Mrs. Thruston, we apologize as well.
Yes. So now Greenway takes over at their own 20. 2-by-1 on the outside now for Murphy. They give it to Andrade. He carries the ball up the field. A nice head of steam right there. And that was a good bit of blocking up front by the Greenway offensive line.
Yeah, number 72, Marquand Scroggins. Number 77, Kyle Barnes, among others, getting that block right there. Also, number 55 on the edge, Monty White. Left tackle, got that block right there. 55, number 68, Zach Bauer. Everybody in on that job to get number 3, Ivan Andrade, some yards.
That's what you want to do right there. The ball falls incomplete on the second down attempt. Intended target, Davari Wade. It'll bring up a third down, and we'll call it 4 from the 26-yard line. Once again, stay with us here. Following tonight's contest, we'll catch up with the Pit Boss Grills game MVP, Kyler Thruston.
I think that's what it is.
I think it is too.
Kyler, we apologize, brother.
Murphy fires a dart. Sitting down in that defense right there nicely for Greenway is Matthew Johansson. He threw that ball into double coverage, and that was a strike right there, Ed.
And Gunnar Penscover was right there. And number 45, Josiah Huseman, was right there to make that tackle. Good to see that the Crusaders defense is continuing to play through the whistle, continuing to play the entire 48 minutes of football.
You got to, Ed.
Yes.
You have to play all 4 quarters.
Yep.
Murphy now with pressure coming. He fires to the 35-yard line. It falls incomplete. And Corbin Lizarraga not too happy about that. What was viewed as a little bit of late contact right there. We'll see if we can get another glance at that right fast, Ed.
Aiden Murphy was looking at number 58. Nathan Metzger was coming right at him, as we'll get to see him on the replay right there. Oh, that shot right there. by number 45. Yeah, Josiah Huseman.
You could definitely call that a shot by Huseman on that play right there.
I guess they did call it.
15-yard unsportsmanlike conduct assessed to the aforementioned number 45, Huseman. So 1st and 10 now for the Greenway Demons from their own 46-yard line. 3-by-1 on the outside now for Murphy. He gives it to Andrade. Trouble with the mesh, and Northwest Christian falls on the football. A fumble recovery right there for double nickels, number 55. What a play, Zach Johnson. Let's take another look at that right here.
Zach Johnson, also number 15. Luke DeRoche, the defensive lineman. He's a 6'3", 195-pound senior. So he's making it happen on senior night.
Correction, 1-5, Luke DeRoche on the recovery there for Northwest Christian. Special thanks to our videographer / spotter tonight, Joey Mascaro. Doing a fantastic job for us, man. You are killing it. 1st and 10 now. We flip it. The Crusaders are going in from the Greenway 40. 3 minutes and 14 seconds remaining. They lead by 22. Gibson now on the ground. He runs with a nice head of steam across the 30-yard line. He's finally brought down there by number 12, Kevin Johansson, but a nice gain on the play for Gibson. He runs low to the ground.
Yeah, JP, I love the offensive line continuing to get that push to Crusaders, the right guard and right tackle, as Ashton Camp hands the ball off to Gibson. He sees that hole right there, that opening right there. Also number 18, Alex Jeffries getting that block. Again, sealing off that edge, allowing number 20 to get to the outside. That wide receiver blocking, that's so underrated. It's so underappreciated in the sport. It really is.
Absolutely underappreciated. 1st down and 10 now for the Crusaders after the first down play from number 20, Grant Gibson. Gibson once again gets the call. He's got a blocker. A nice job staying on his feet there after he was almost taken off his feet. And Gibson with a very nice run once again there for Northwest Christian. How about it?
Yeah, I just love what I'm seeing from number 20. As we get this replay running, there we go. He takes the handoff. He just, again, there's number 18 again. Jeffries with those blocks, just allowing number 20 to get that much extra yards, that much more real estate to work with. That blocking, it's so important to an offense that those guys are so selfless like number 18 Jeffries is.
Jeffries has really been on point here tonight as well for Northwest Christian. 2nd and short here for the Crusaders. They give it. And that is 18 on the call right there, Alex Jeffries. And he is bottled up by the Greenway defense, but not before he picks up positive yardage for those Crusaders, who are closing in on their 4th victory of the season.
And the best thing you saw he knew that he was going to get that kind of attention. He immediately grabbed the ball with both hands because he knew somebody was going to eventually try to knock that ball out or strip the ball. He was going to get that kind of contact and that kind of notoriety. Everybody was coming to the football. They were going to try to snatch that ball out.
Coach is going to tell you, grip it and rip it right there. Get on the point of that ball. That's why you got to cover that thing up with the end of your hand so nobody can get to the point of that football and rip it out.
Do you think Coach Cook has now told his defense to do that time and time again?
For sure. 1:03 to play here in the 4th. Movement up front. And Northwest Christian will now kneel the football down to end the ball game. They have had quite a showing here tonight, Ed. And you see our Pit Boss Grill's game MVP right there in the center of your screen. Number 13, Kyler Thruston. And we are going to catch up with that young man here after tonight's ball game. He has had himself a night.
James, I'm telling you, that kid just played his heart out for the entire 4 quarters of football.
Might be earning himself a medallion, my friend, this week.
Oh, yes.
Outstanding job. The final 20 seconds tick off the clock here at Northwest Christian High School. The Crusaders will improve as they finish their season with an overall record of 4-7. They go 2-2 in the section, and the Greenway Demons will fall to 5-4 overall, 1-3 in the section under Coach Ed Cook. Ed, it was a fantastic ball game here tonight. Always a pleasure to call it with you. And we were entertained here, to say the least, at Northwest Christian tonight.
Yes, we were. It was a really good game. It was, as you mentioned, just blows, just bolos being thrown from both teams early on in the game, but then Northwest Christians settled themselves in the second and third quarters, and they took over. They took control. It was part of a 16-0 run in the second quarter that really put the game out of reach. It was 23-13 at that point. Then Northwest Christian continued to pour it on, and that's why we have a final score of 42-20. They were able to make the proper adjustments and take over when they needed to. When the bell was called, the bell was rung for them to make plays and make things happen and get a victory tonight, get their second victory inside the 4A West Valley. They heeded the call, and they did what they needed to do. Got 42 points, held the Demons to 20 points. So offensively, they were strong. Defensively, they were strong. Again, special teams was solid. So just a great victory tonight for Northwest Christian.
It was indeed. Stay with us for the postgame. We'll have the Pit Boss Grill's game MVP number 13, Kyler Struston, up here joining us in the booth here in just a little bit. We'll step aside for a few minutes, get ready for that postgame interview, and we'll be right back with you here on the Epic Sports Network on YouTube. Stay with us. We'll be right back for more Thursday Night Football postgame right after this.
My name is Archie Bradley, current Major League pitcher for the Philadelphia Phillies. If I had to give a list of who the best was out of Archie the pitcher, Archie the griller, Archie the hunter, I'm unfortunately going to have to fall back on my baseball skills. Being a professional athlete, the food that I put into my body is very, very important. When I was younger, I may not have paid as much attention to it, but as I've been fortunate enough to keep playing year in and year out, I've put a lot more time and effort into making sure my diet and the food I put into my body is exactly what I need.
Taylor's Pools. You can trust Taylor to take great care of your pool and ensure your complete satisfaction. From weekly cleanings to one-time cleanings, from pool draining to pool refilling, he does it all. Green to clear transformations, repairs, and new equipment installations. Trust your pool to Taylor's Pools. Call 623-200-2788. That's 623-200-2788. Taylor's Pools, a proud partner of Thursday Night Football.
My name is Willie Robertson. I run Duck Commander and Buck Commander. I also have been on TV with several shows. Probably the biggest was Duck Dynasty. Here's the deal. I used to sit there all day and have to watch what was going on with the smoker. But with the Pit Boss Smoker, it does all the heavy lifting, and then that leaves me more time to go hang out with the family. I'm fortunate because most of my family lives right here close. In fact, sometimes when that Pit Boss gets going, it'll actually attract some of the family over because they smell it.
We love our house. Been here for years.
Yeah, but there's an animal in the attic. At least Geico makes bundling our home and car insurance easy.
We save a lot.
For bundling made easy, go to geico.com.
If you liked this video, please share it. And for more great Geico videos, hit the subscribe button. He's been practicing a lot lately.
Yo, 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 yo. Hey, what's good, everybody? Rodney Cox, Game Time College Showcase. Want to jump on here real quick, give you a quick update, because it's about to blow y'all away. But like this week, what I told y'all is this week I'm sending out all the defensive guys invites. Okay, so hey, defensive players, check your DMs, okay, because you could be next with the invite. Last week we already sent out the offensive guys. Again, check your DMs because you could be next. All right, man, I'm excited. I can't stop smiling. So the big news is that Game Time College Showcase is gonna be streamed live. Okay, I think y'all didn't hear that. I said the Game Time College Showcase is gonna be streamed live. We are excited to team up with Epic Sport Network with James, Ed, Kevin, right? Stream live. This is going to be, they're going to be there from doing the combine testing to the position drills to the one-on-ones to the 7-on-7. Oh yeah, it's game time, baby. Like, What time is it? Game time. Again, I'm excited. I am blessed with this opportunity, again, to have James, Ed, and Kevin at the college showcase. This is huge. You know, your family can see you. College coaches can see you, because we're going to send this out to the college coaches. It's special, man. Real talk. This is special. So, again, y'all better come out. Y'all better show up and show out. But y'all better come out, okay? With that, again, let's have fun. Let's show up. Let's show out. Let's get this thing going. Hey, it's game time, baby. Let's get it. Peace!
Attention business owners.
Want to expand your reach and boost your bottom line? Then partner with the Epic Sports Network. Want to connect with thousands of parents, coaches, and fans who enjoy high school athletics every day? Then partner with the Epic Sports Network. Email us at partners@epicsports.network and let's get going.
It's gonna be epic.
I'm Eric Almirola, and I drive in the NASCAR Cup Series. I like to think of myself as a fun-loving guy. I have a wife and 2 beautiful children. I've really enjoyed the partnership that I've had with Pit Boss, and that it's, you know, it's still very new and very fresh, but it just feels so authentic. It feels so real, so just easy and down to earth, and I just really enjoy that.
My name is Willie Robertson. I run Duck Commander and Buck Commander. I also have been on TV with several shows. Probably the biggest was Duck Dynasty. Here's the deal. I used to sit there all day and have to watch what was going on with the smoker. But with the Pit Boss smoker, it does all the heavy lifting, and then that leaves me more time to go hang out with the family. I'm fortunate because most of my family lives right here close. In fact, sometimes when that Pit Boss gets going, it'll actually attract some of the family over because they smell it.
What up, Pit Boss Nation? I am Patrick Peterson. I am a father of 2. I am married.
Welcome back to Northwest Christian High School here in Phoenix, Arizona. Our final score, the Crusaders on top of the Greenway Demons by the score 42-20. You see post-game festivities on the field there tonight. It's senior night here once again for Northwest Christian. Let's recognize some of those seniors right now, Ed.
Of course, number 2, Grant McWilliams, wide receiver, defensive back, 6'1", 175. Luke DeRoche, number 15, offensive lineman, defensive lineman, 6'3", 195. Number 15, number 18, Alex Jeffries, big key to the victory tonight for the Crusaders, running back / linebacker, 6'1", 200. Number 18. Number 20, another big part of the victory tonight for the Crusaders, Grant Gibson, running back, defensive back, 5'8", 160. Number 12, Seth Busby. Number 33, running back / linebacker, 6', 170. Number 50, Luke Johnson, offensive lineman / linebacker, 6'2", 231. Number 51, DJ Vivancos, also a senior offensive and defensive lineman, 6'1", 265. Number 56, Michael Molitor, offensive lineman and defensive lineman, 6'1", 175. And finally, number 58, Nathan Metzger, offensive lineman and defensive lineman. He's 6'4", 200. So those are your 9 seniors on the Northwest Christian Crusaders roster.
Congratulations to those 9 seniors. They played their tail off here tonight, Ed, and so did the Crusaders. It was an enjoyable ball game. It started out pretty tight, but then Northwest Christian was able to take control of the game in the second quarter. They never really looked back.
Yes. It was all about the adjustments that they made from the first quarter to the second quarter, and as you mentioned, just went on that run. Jeffries had a safety on a muff punt. Jeffries came back again with a touchdown catch from Camp And then Hunter Penskover, he got a fumble recovery on Andre. That led to a Luke Johnson touchdown run. That put it up 23-13. Zach Johnson got an interception deep in the red zone late in the quarter for Northwest Christian. Then they went to the third quarter. Marshall Gillette gets a fumble recovery. Gunnar Penskover throws a touchdown pass to Kyler Thruston. Our pit boss Grills game MVP. Seth Busby gets a safety, 32-13. Then Ashton Camp gets a touchdown run in the fourth quarter. Gavin Lentz hits a 28-yard field goal, makes it 42-20. And there we have the victory for the Northwest Christian Crusaders, their fourth victory of the season.
A great game played here tonight by Coach Ennis's crew, the Crusaders. They did a fantastic job. Congratulations once again to our pit boss Grills game MVP, Kyler Thruston, and we'll have him up here in the booth in just a little bit. We'll take a short commercial break and come right back and talk with Mr. Thruston in just a bit. Stay with us here on the Epic Sports Network. More post-game coming your way next. Stay with us.
On this Veterans Day, the Epic Sports Network would like to thank our brave men and women in uniform for allowing us the freedom to enjoy the things we take for granted every single day. And special thanks to two of our Epic Sports Network crew, Greg Jones and Ed Cole, both former Marines. We thank you for your service.
My name is Archie Bradley, current Major League pitcher for the Philadelphia Phillies. If I had to give a list of who the best was out of Archie the pitcher, Archie the griller, Archie the hunter, I'm unfortunately going to have to fall back on my baseball skills. Being a professional athlete, the food that I put into my body is very, very important. When I was younger, I may not have paid as much attention to it, but as I've been fortunate enough to keep playing year in and year out, I've put a lot more time and effort into making sure my diet and the food I put into my body is exactly what I need.
What up, Pit Boss Nation? I am Patrick Peterson. I am a father of two. I am married, play professional football, very fun, outgoing guy. My daughter loved for me to cook ribs and steak. Me, honestly, I like the vertical because I'm able to put more things in there. I can get some ribs in there, I can get a pork butt in there, I can get some chicken in there. You know, I love everything about my vertical, man. How you can just adjust the temperature at ease, how the pellet is easy. Just a very, very cool grill.
Welcome back to Northwest Christian High School here in Phoenix. Our final score, the Crusaders on top of the Greenway Demons by the score of 42-20. We are pleased to be joined now by the Pit Boss Grill's game MVP, Kyler Thruston. Now, first of all, Kyler, we said your name wrong probably most of the game. We said Thruston. I said Thruston most of the game. Is Thruston. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Perfect. Congratulations on a whale of a game here tonight. You were a man-child all over the field here tonight.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Unbelievable job.
So 42-20, Kyler, just offense, defense, you were able to get your thing going offensively, especially that second quarter when you guys took off and you got that distance from Greenway because they played you really tough in the first quarter. It was 13-7, and then you went on a 16-0 run and you took control of the game and you never really looked back. So what is it about the explosiveness of this team offensively and defensively that you guys can just take off like that?
I mean, we've been working out. We've been working since day one. Going into this, we knew it was senior night, so our entire role for the game was just play for the seniors. We had multiple seniors get hurt this year, so it was just like even better. And the second we had one of our seniors score that touchdown on the goal line, I believe it was in the first quarter, we all just fueled up and we just started kicking it. It was great.
How is it to play for Coach Ennis and such a well-established program here at Northwest Christian? He's had success ever since he's been here. He's going into his 12th season now. And you contributed in not just offense, defense, special teams, but you were all over the field tonight. Talk about what it means to you to be a Northwest Christian Crusader.
I love this school so much. I love Coach Ennis. I love our whole coaching staff. I mean, I was in middle school in 2018. We won the state title. I was at that game. I've never seen a team play with so much heart in my life. And even I went to middle school. I wasn't sure if I wanted to go here. And I saw that game, and I'm like, there's no way I'm not coming here. This team is so much fun. We always play with heart, never give up, play to the last second every single time.
Kyler, being a two-way player, does that give you an advantage? If you're a wide receiver, it gives you a strength as a defensive back because you know what wide receivers are thinking. And when you're playing defensive back, you know what wide receivers are thinking when you're playing in the secondary. Does that give you an advantage being a two-way player like that?
I would say so, yeah, because I have certain tricks up my sleeve that I know how to use and footwork and stuff, so I can watch their feet and hips when I'm at playing DB. And I can just recognize what they're doing and know where they're going next, and I sometimes know what they're doing before they even know what they're doing. So.
A great win here tonight, Kyler, and you guys now go into the offseason. This has got to be a good feeling going into that offseason. What do you want to accomplish as a football player in the offseason to get better for your team to be able to contribute even more than you do already here next season?
Personally, I want to gain a little bit more weight. People are telling me 170. I'm only 150 right now, which is still pretty small. But as a sophomore, I feel like it's pretty good. But I'm definitely going to try to be gaining a little bit more weight and just putting in extra work, like footwork, hands, just everything just like that.
You know the first place they send you when you get to college football? They don't send you to the practice field or the shower. They send you right to the training table so you can start eating. Isn't that right, Ed?
That's right.
Good stuff.
You'll
right
love
here.
that.
Absolutely. Kyler Thruston, our guest here tonight on the postgame, the Pit Boss Grill's game MVP.
Oh,
congratulations,
Mr. and Mrs. Thruston, we apologize for saying your son's name wrong all night long.
Yes, hopefully they'll forgive
brother.
us. Hopefully they'll forgive us. Congratulations again on a whale of a game, and congratulations on the win here tonight. A fantastic season for you guys. Obviously not the record you wanted to finish with, but a lot of positive things to build on here going into the offseason.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Congratulations.
That'll do it here for us from Northwest Christian High School tonight. Once again, our final score, the Crusaders 42 and the Greenway Demons 20. For our videographer, Jory Mascaro, our color commentator this evening, Mr. Ed Cole, I'm James Huey saying so long for the regular season of Epic TNF 2021. We did it, guys. We got them all in except for one, unfortunately, the Casa Grande Douglas game we were unable to make it to, but we will make it up to those guys next year for sure. It's been a fun season. Stay with us. We got more on tap coming up over the next couple of weeks and in the early parts of 2022. Follow us on Twitter at Epic Sports AZ. For now, so long from Northwest Christian High School. Have a great night, y'all.